you hear that?
No.
Farted mad loud.
That's awesome.
Hey guys, this is Underground Film Review at podcastfrommovie.com. I'm Colin Gilbert, and every week I'm joined by my brother, Davin Gilbert, and we talk about movies. Enjoy.
And you pre-record the beginnings?
Yeah.
Alright. So today our top 10 list is top 10 shows we want to see turned into a movie. And these are taken from, for at least on my list, from my whole life. Like, even if I was a little kid and saw a cartoon, I think it would be an awesome movie right now. Right up to shows I'm watching now that I think would be a really good movie.
Oh, man.
And I say that kind of because Star Trek is a good example of 60. I was just thinking, the reason I thought of this list is because I noticed a lot of Star Trek fans don't like the movies.
I don't.
Yeah, and I just thought it was.
I'm not like a hardcore Star Trek fan either. Like, I've seen all the episodes, but I can't like quote. I'm not like Dad or Mom where I can quote like every single episode or anything. I'm not like a freak.
Yeah, it's funny that.
No, but the newest Star Trek is like such a perfect example of why I don't like the movies. Wow, but saying that, I liked it.
Yeah,
and that's just because it's like everything's a wink to the audience. You know what I mean? And there was nothing of that in the original series, where it was just like everything felt so dope and new and fresh. Yeah. Even though I saw it after all the movie, I don't know. It's complicated. All I know is that I was thinking about it, and I was just like, I was just watching a few parts of the new the recent Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way J.J. Abrams is gonna make a good Star Wars movie. I was just like, it's not gonna happen.
Why?
Dude, there's gonna be like. Dude, the fucking Harrison Ford's gonna be coming out in like the vest, and like Leia's gonna be like, "I love you," and he's gonna like look at the camera and be like, "I know."
Yeah. All three of them are gonna be in it.
I just think it's gonna be like every fucking catchphrase, every fucking bullshit thing that's ever.
Yeah, it's
Yoda's gonna be like talking mad shit to people, like, but like bat in his like little. It's just gonna be fucking a disaster.
Oh, well, they'd be wise to stay away from the originals as much as they can, but it doesn't sound like they're gonna do that.
Anyway, what's your number 10?
My number 10 is a show I didn't even really like. But when I was a kid,
what a way to start it out.
Yeah, that's why I put it last on my list. But it's Sequest, and I only think that because I thought I could make a dope movie.
That was a good show, bro. That was a perfect show when you were like 11 years old and you have shit to do on the weekend.
Yeah, that's kind of how I remember it.
Yeah, you didn't have shit to do on the weekend, and you're like, you know what? I can fucking just wait till 7 o'clock. Or when I think it was like Saturday at 7 or something like that.
Yeah, it was definitely. I remember it on like afternoons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you could be like, I can just sit down and watch this fucking big piece of shit and kind of dig.
But I thought
that guy kill himself.
Huh?
Didn't that guy kill himself?
I don't know.
The lead actor in that.
Well, Roy Schneider, I remember from Jaws.
Yeah. Oh no, not him. The kid, the fucking blonde kid.
From It, wasn't he from It?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't know that kid killed himself.
Jonathan Brandis.
Oh yeah, he killed himself.
He died in 2003. I don't know. It was either from heroin or a bullet to the head.
Oh, that sucks. But
what did I just say? Jonathan what did I fucking just say?
Yes.
Brandis. Jonathan Brandis.
But I don't know, I thought with better writing and shit, it could have been like an awesome underwater epic, which really there's only like The Abyss and not too many.
Yeah, dude, the kid rocked himself with a fucking noose to the neck.
Really?
Dude, fuck Christ almighty.
Wow, that's surprising. Yeah, it's probably because I was pretty young when I watched it. I didn't pay attention to that shit. It was before the internet.
I don't know how I fucking remembered that.
Yeah, that's random.
My number 10 is a show you've probably never heard of, but a cartoon rather that you've probably never heard of, called Gargoyles.
No, I think I'm
Fucking bad as fuck, and it was so badass, and only lasted three. It lasted 3 seasons, and I think it would make a totally badass movie, and just never got made.
live action or cartoon.
Live action. Any cartoons I mention are live action because Gargoyles never got one of those direct to DVD like cartoon pieces of shit that always happen with cartoons. It never got one of those, but one of the movies I'm gonna mention did, and it still doesn't count. Like I want like a full on.
Oh, it's pretty hard unless your show is very successful. You don't get a cartoon movie.
Speed Racer.
That was pretty. That had a cult following.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
You're talking about the live action movie.
Yeah.
No, I meant those like straight to DVD cartoon movies they do sometimes.
But the thing is, some of those are good because it's like dope writers of good shows, but they get like a kind of, blank check to do whatever they want.
Yeah, they have definitely more freedom.
Yeah,
I can't think of too many besides the Batman ones. Obviously, had some.
That's really what I'm talking about. And there's some Superman ones that are good.
Yeah. So Gargoyles, and that's a kids movie. You still envision it as because it sounds like a rated R movie.
No, it's like a PG-13.
And the Gargoyles are good.
Yeah, it's such a dope show. I was watching it actually. I watched a couple episodes the other day. I'm thinking about going back and watching the whole thing. I don't know. The thing is, it's impossible to find. You have to buy them on Amazon or watch it on YouTube, but the quality's so bad.
I'd be curious to check it out just to try to remember because I do briefly remember Gargoyles the show, but I don't remember.
I used to have the whole fucking series on a couple VHS tapes, and you pissed me off one day, and I fucking threw the tape and I broke it, and I was so pissed, and I regretted it for like years.
That's dude, it probably wouldn't work anymore, though. Honestly.
Oh no, of course. I mean, of course not. I was just saying. I had cartoons recorded on it for literally this tape. It was like 12 hours of dope cartoons, and I smashed it when I was pissed.
And yeah, they need
It had Mad Max. No, not Mad Max. Mighty Max. It had Animaniacs. Fuck. What else? There were so many gnarly cartoons back then.
Dude, I wish
Tiny Toons.
they need to restore. I don't know why companies don't automatically restore all that shit. Like, just put it out. Yeah.
There's like 2 generations of kids who are now grown up who are like, I want to fucking see Eat the Cat on DVD. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nowadays, that stuff is like hot now. Like, dude, now that the meager shows are like Transformers killing movies.
I'm wondering if they're gonna, I don't know, release like a remastered Blu-ray version of X-Men or something like that when Future Past comes out.
I doubt it.
Another movie that's gonna suck dick.
No, that movie's gonna be awesome.
No way. There's no possible way with Bryan Singer it's gonna be good.
No, Bryan Singer definitely. No, dude. The first 2 X-Men are, dude. Compared to that show you raved about, Misfits. Bryan Singer did a better job than the season 3 and 4.
Yes. Yes. That doesn't mean it's fucking gonna be good. If X-Men is bad, if Legend of Future Past is better than Misfits season 3 and 4, I'll be happy. Let's just say.
it's dude. I don't see how it can be that bad, honestly.
Dude.
With all those people in it,
That's the problem, man.
I kind of like that they connected them. Honestly, that was a good because X-Men were meant to be connected even more than the Avengers.
I'm not saying they shouldn't be connected. I'm saying I don't want to fucking.
And the guy from American Horror Story just joined. I'm happy for Evan Peters, the guy that played the main guy. That was
He's gonna be Silver.
Silver, maybe.
Silver.
I don't
It's
think
Quicksilver.
Oh, it is
He
definitely.
is Quicksilver, 100%.
Oh. Well, see, yeah, that's cool. They're getting a cool.
That doesn't mean anything.
I just don't see how it's gonna be that bad.
You want to know why? Because
Why?
somehow the franchise or the group of characters I didn't give a fuck about, the Avengers, they decided to make the dopest series, like superhero series ever, and they decided to take X-Men and fucking rape it in the butthole.
What do you think of upcoming Wolverine?
I don't fucking know, dude. It looks like an indie fucking X-Men movie. I know.
Hey, it might be good. You know, that's kind of what we'll get into it later, but that's kind of what I wanted out of Iron Man 3. Was an indie super. I'm not against indie superhero movies because there's something cool about small scale movies with powers too.
No, the thing with Wolverine is the coolest fucking X-Men character. I mean, there's obviously ones that are better and more interesting, but I'm saying more so, rather, the easiest to make a cool movie around is what I should say. Is Wolverine.
Yeah.
He has the coolest backstory, he has the coolest side stories, and they can't fucking put it together.
Not yet, unless this one does.
I honestly can't even think about it. It destroyed it. Fuck. Anyway, what's number 9?
My number 9 is, and you gotta hear mine, is Hannibal, because I think
it's funny you say that because I was gonna put that, but I was like, that doesn't make any sense.
Nah, because I think considering if
I agree, but I didn't want to go through explaining it. So it would be too weird.
No, I don't think it's weird because the series producers say they're gonna go through Red Dragon, and I think they should make the last one in the series with this movie because the franchise ended on a low with that horror movie prequel, Hannibal Rising. I think it'd be pretty dope to have. And actually, the movie before that was Red Dragon, a prequel. So the last movie in the series was like 2001's Hannibal. I think it'd be kind of dope to finish the movie with these actors.
What do you mean? Finish the series with a live-action Red Dragon?
Nah, with
I was gonna say I think that's too many Red Dragons.
No, I'm saying and the movie and the entire series with go past where the movies ended with the TV show and have that be the last movie.
Oh no, but I'm saying
you would have to cut ahead mad years though because of the age gap. That's the biggest problem. Now I'm thinking about it. But I guess you could ignore that. Bond did. That's tough. Anthony Hopkins is so damn old looking in Hannibal. But then again, they ignored it for Red Dragon.
I don't know. I think Hannibal's a masterpiece, the show. I think they should just go and they should just go past. They could go past Red Dragon, between Red Dragon and Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, make like a new movie.
Yeah,
dude. I think they should do it no matter what. It would be way better than most horror movies out. Like probably all horror movies. It would be on another level. Dude, it could be really intense, like Fincher-esque movie.
I don't know. Like every moment of that show, I love that show.
Yeah, no, I love it too. I fell behind a little, but caught up a couple days ago, and yeah, that show was.
It's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, definitely props to NBC for having the balls.
Did you hear about the prospects of whether or not it's gonna get renewed?
No, I know Utah banned it. Did you know that?
What?
Yeah, they pulled it. They don't allow it to air. It's like the only show I think they banned for violence.
It's in that in Utah's defense, it's a pretty hardcore show.
They banned the new normal this couple. What is?
Fucking Hannibal.
Oh yeah,
It's a hardcore show.
But it's on at 10 o'clock, and I don't know. It definitely is surprisingly. The violin through the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty graphic.
No, it's a brutal fucking show.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen it? Dude, he's like, when he's like, eating with Tobias, the black violinist guy. Yeah. And he's like, I didn't poison it, Tobias. I would never do that to the food. That's like, I wanted to like call up the creator and be like, "You're fucking genius."
That was my favorite line.
Like, I would never do that to the food because I could totally picture Hannibal being like, "No way!" Like, I totally want to kill this guy, but I'm not gonna ruin the fucking whatever food I'm making.
That's the thing. He was dead serious.
That's the thing. It wasn't meant to be funny at all. He was like, I would never like disrespect a meal by killing somebody with it.
Until Bias's like eyes flinch.
Dude, that show's so good.
Yeah.
My number 9 is Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it's not that high just because I'm not entirely sure if it's possible to make a dope live action.
I'll say that's on my list too later on, but it is because I don't know. Have you seen their newest movie? They made a mini web movie called Battlestar Galactica: Blood and Chrome.
Yeah, I haven't seen it though. All their fucking spin-off stuff is terrible.
Oh no, this was actually very entertaining. It might be a little bit lacking in plot, but it looks fantastic.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know how much it costs, but I definitely believe they can make a good movie out of it. That movie. With I would go like a new cast, though. Not do the Star Wars, not bring back people. No, just a new cast.
Like the Star Trek Next Generation thing?
Yeah, and a new breed of Cylons. Just set it in the universe, but go in the future. There's no need.
Dude,
in fact, Blood and Chrome is a young Adama. So even that, it's the remake thing. But I do believe it's possible to make a movie. And I think Firefly did it, so...
Horror Story proves that, or American Horror Story proves that you could totally reinvent a show, but just keep with the same writers and atmosphere and have it still work. Like, put it in the same universe and still have it work.
Horror Story?
American Horror Story, the fucking show.
Oh, yeah. That's a little different, though.
It's not different at all.
Well, every season's a new story.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
just to totally reinvent the show and just set it in the same universe and have it work.
Oh, I guess, yeah. I never even thought of the 2 seasons in the same universe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Because people are so fucking terrified of it because they're like, oh, we established these characters, we can't change it, people are going to be pissed, which they are. Like, there's a reason that a Star Wars movie's going to suck is because fanboys would cry if fucking Luke Skywalker wasn't in it.
Yeah, no, but then they're going to cry no matter what he does.
It's a nightmare.
That's why if I was Abrams, I would have completely bypassed him. Well, I know you agree with that.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a bad choice. If anything, a cameo. Like, X-Men First Class did that so well. The cameos to acknowledge without being ignorant and, like, taking up too much time. That's all they should do. But that's the answer.
Your next one?
My number 8, and again, this should be the series finale, would be Boardwalk Empire, directed by Scorsese.
Mine's the same.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
You agree it should be like the swan song of Nucky? I know he lived in real life, so I don't know how they're going to end the show. But I don't know. It's tough. It'd be tough to match the Darmody episode. But I think
Which
they can
one?
make the Darmody.
Oh, yeah.
With They could make Scorsese could make an awesome movie out of the material. Oh yeah, and a bigger Shannon role, which is kind of could be awesome.
Yeah, we don't know. Like, they took the coolest character and they fucking raped him for 2 seasons. I'm wondering if they're just gonna come out with like the dopest plot, like character arc ever. I have faith.
Yeah, so do I, because that happens sometimes on shows with this many people.
Like, yeah.
Someone's gonna get sidelined every now and then.
Yeah, he looks so cool as fucking the bad guy from Superman.
Yeah, Zod.
Dude, when he was like, I will find him!
Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
Oh, it looks so cool. Like,
Yeah.
and with Boardwalk, I don't know. I don't know if Scorsese's necessary. I feel like it would help.
Well, he directed the pilot. I just think it's right. I just feel like
it's like a full circle.
Yeah, definitely. And that would be I feel like that would help the studios be like, yeah, let's do this. Like, I can't see him saying no almost.
What did you, well, so our number 8's Boardwalk, both of ours. What do you think of Star Trek? I guess we'll just jump right into our movies.
Star Trek 2, I did really like it. I think I need to see it a few more times. I might like the first one a little bit better. But I thought it was just a fun action movie. With the cast is still excellent, I think, in a lot of ways better than the first cast. But I thought it had a lot of really cool scenes, especially in 3D. Like the ship would come right up to the screen and you could see through the window and see the people inside it. Thought they had a couple cool shots like that. Yeah, it's like action packed, I thought.
Do you think if he had an editing style similar to Michael Bay's that he would be trashed?
It's tough to tell. Michael Bay's trashing is difficult for me to understand, especially.
It has a lot to do with his editing. His editing is too quick. I like Michael Bay, but I'm just saying his editing might be a little quick. But I'm saying, do you think that somehow J.J. Abrams gets a free pass?
Nah, because Paul Greengrass got a pass.
Greengrass makes different movies. And he didn't get a free pass for me. Let's be clear about that. I fucking shit all over the Bourne movies.
No, I like Greengrass, but
United 93 is amazing, what I'm saying.
Okay. And Captain Phillips looked awesome. I don't know if they previewed that before Star Trek. They didn't mind.
I don't know what that is.
Greengrass's new true story about Captain taken over by pirates. Like black people with machine guns. Like, it's a modern day pirates.
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
It's like a United 93 movie by this guy. It's something a little more mainstream.
But I'm saying, like, I feel like JJ gets a fucking free pass from fanboys for some reason.
Nah, but he did. This is the thing. I do think he did Star Trek as well. A remake could have been done. I cannot see him being remade too much.
I disagree, but that's only for like nitpicky stuff.
At least he definitely deserved. He didn't pull Lucas with his prequels.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's they're not disasters. They're good movies. Like you said, like they're almost contentless, but they're so visually stunning and they're so exciting to watch that you just don't care.
Yeah, and this one was. Except, I don't know. I might have been reading into it too much. I don't know if you thought that with the count thing. You didn't think that?
I think you might be right, and I think JJ would defend himself saying that to give himself like depth. But I'm saying that message never made it through.
That's why I want to wait and hear it from him.
It never made it through in like a clear and satisfying way.
I wish they had done more like that.
No, that's what I mean by he didn't do the best Star Trek movie you could make. Like there's like the whole terrorism aspect and Khan being a genius. Huh?
I like that idea.
No, but I'm saying if they just stuck and got like good writers in, and his people are just the worst. Just his writers are just fucking terrible. If they just isn't it the Transformers guys?
Huh?
Isn't it the Transformers guys?
Yeah, but I think they write Fringe, which was a highly intelligent.
And I'm pretty sure they do some Lost too.
And their new shows look pretty good. The Almost Human with Carl Urban.
I'm not gonna make an opinion on a group of writers show that looks cool that I've never seen.
Oh, but I mean, it like wowed people at Comic-Con and shit.
I don't care what people at Comic-Con. They're fucking
right, good. You tell you
Bang Theory fan.
You'll say that now, but you might have when it comes out in the fall. It might be interesting.
My point is, they have potential there. Like it's just like I we were saying before, like it's just like if you give if Christopher Nolan just like put like one of his testicles on a script for Star Trek, it would be 10 times better.
Yeah, he would have done.
If he like farted on a script, on a Star Trek script,
they were a little Nolan inspired, I think, by Dark Knight with Into Darkness and having a terrorist guy.
Or what's the fucking new Bond movie with
Skyfall?
Or Skyfall, just like tight. That Skyfall is like a perfect Bond movie. It's just so tight and like not confusing, and it's not crazy, and it doesn't have like Scotty coming out of nowhere and saving the day. Like, you know what I mean? It's just like perfectly written.
But at the same time, I gotta admit, I do feel I got the action spectacle way more from Star Trek. Like Skyfall is almost like a drama to me, like more than an action
or an art house. No, but I'm saying almost like if Star Trek had some of that in there. Like, not that Star Trek has to be like a super serious, like brooding movie. It doesn't, but it's almost like the writing is just so bad.
Dude, and I do feel they wanted it to be a brooding movie. Like, I felt like they wanted it, but they didn't.
Yeah, like they just couldn't come. They had to be like fanboyish.
Yeah, just appeal to the masses, maybe.
Dude, and again, I like this movie, but the fucking reenactment of the Wrath of Khan stuff was weird. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying why. Like, I don't why.
I thought it was a little weird too. I didn't really care, I guess.
No, that's the thing. That's not my point. I'm saying why. I
think it was honestly...
No, but I'm saying imagine in the new Star Wars movie, which this could happen, if all of a sudden Luke's son is fighting someone, he gets his hand cut off, and is like, "You're not my," like reenacted the whole scene, but it was like a different set of characters, where it was similar but not the same. Like, why?
Yeah, if anything, it's comparable to the Spider-Man remake. I think that's what it, because that's a little different.
No, because it's the same storyline. You know what I mean? This is like, and the thing is, Spock, don't you think he'd mentioned it? He wouldn't mention it to his former self.
No.
Yeah.
He did say there'll be tragic consequences.
I don't know. It was weird. Like it's one of the weirdest things I've ever seen in a mainstream movie.
You're talking about just the radiation chamber?
Yeah. Why they would redo they would...
I really think it was just for older fans. They might have miscalculated, but maybe they thought some older people...
No, but I'm saying it's not even paying homage, though.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah,
it's a step farther than that, bro.
Yeah, no, it's a step farther, but it's not...
I'm not saying it's bad, and I'm not saying it's good. I'm just saying it's the craziest thing I've ever seen done, almost in a mainstream movie. The weirdest, like, a creative decision.
I thought it was weird, but it didn't really... It just... I knew... The minute I saw the chamber, I more or less knew they were going to do something like that.
But I'm saying, not to mention that Kirk dying had no emotional weight whatsoever, because you know he's going to live.
Nah, that's funny, too, because I give movies more credit. I thought they actually might kill him. And try to do the third one, search for Spock, except it's him. Because at that point, I didn't know what they were gonna do, and I was thinking, why kill him just to bring him back?
Yeah, dude, I don't know. And what do you think about the Deus Ex Machina aspect of it?
Well, I don't know which part you mean.
Just how like always like someone like out of nowhere, like Scotty just happening to be there, and they set it up, but like
I might need to see it again to notice.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like someone was always there to save the day at the right time. I mean, very like traditional Hollywood movie type stuff, but still.
It didn't bother me so much because it was like an action movie.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Like I gave it a B plus. I thought it was a really fun like science fiction action movie. There's not many straight up sci-fi action movies.
Nah, that's just like that's like an adventure movie. Not.
Yeah.
Like I'm excited for Elysium.
Yeah, that's gonna be. See that I wouldn't even.
But that's the thing. That's what I'm going to say. I'm excited for that, but I would never say that that's like an action sci-fi. That's like a hardcore like sci-fi movie.
Yeah, and it's gonna be like quad. It's definitely gonna be a different. It's gonna have a story and themes. Like good. Not that Star Trek's not good acted, but it's gonna have like important acting.
What did you think of Cumberbatch?
I thought he was good. Like I thought everybody was like equally as good. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, he played the bad guy. He doesn't get to be the Joker or anything.
No.
I don't know what you thought of him, but
I thought he was great. I just wish he got some more range. Like they had him in the movie more.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was really good for what he had to be, but it's not like a really crazy villain.
And our next movie, what did you think of? I know what you thought of it, but I'm just kind of curious what you have to say. Iron Man 3.
No, I didn't. I think it's a watchable movie. I think it's
dude. I know how you feel about Marvel movies, so I'm like interested. I can't, like literally, I was stunned when you said you were like this a little disappointed.
Really, I thought this time they really botched it.
Like that's the thing. The fact that you admit that about a Marvel, like I could, like literally, I can't believe you'd admit that about a Marvel movie.
Because normally I was wondering that too, but I think it's because Fantastic Four and stuff I take as botched from the beginning. That's why I like them. Iron Man 3, I definitely expected more, and dude, this time I think it's downright bizarre how much they screwed up, starting immediately with the voiceover. I don't know who thought that was a good idea.
Yeah, very, very infantile.
Yeah, that, and then, Gwyneth Paltrow in the suit was okay.
It a little stepping over the line, but there's my feeling with the movie is
she look good in the suit.
No, it's silly. No, but my feeling with the movie is like you can like there's a certain like every time they do something silly, I tick something in my head. Like that's one silly thing. And then when you hit a certain amount of silly things, you're like, that's a couple too many. You know what I mean? It's like this is silly.
Yeah, I guess that's what happened with this one.
Like the president like being stringed up like that.
Yeah, I don't like when the president's involved in superhero movies, usually. I thought it was a little embarrassing in the old Superman movies, even. Just adding the president, unless you're going to do him well. But this president felt completely thrown into the movie to me. Like, and I did not like I didn't like the powers in the movie. Like, Iron Man should have been the most down to earth out of the Avenger movies. I don't know why they had
the fire abilities and shit.
Yeah, it reminded me of X-Men 3, how there's a shitload of mutants, but they're all kind of bland and generic.
Yeah, it's super unfocused.
Yeah, and the bad guys were kind of generic, and these were all just they power up with the nano things, and they can start people on fire. Like that's
no, if the Marvel movies have a problem, it's their villains are lackluster.
Yeah, and
that Loki's a great villain. That's why they brought him back for 2 movies. Like,
yeah. Nah, but I thought the villains in Iron Man 2 and 1 were pretty good.
They're good.
Jeff, and
I'm just saying they haven't come up with like a Bane or a Joker. You know what I mean? Or even what's his name? Liam Neeson's guy.
Oh yeah, with League of Shadows guy.
Yeah. He's like a typical, bad guy. They haven't. I'm just saying this movie could have been perfect if they just had like a really dope villain.
I think it needed a brand new script, honestly, because
I thought it was awesome.
Besides all that, also giving Gwyneth Paltrow powers for 5 minutes. I'm totally against the idea of powers for 5 minutes.
What did she have? I can't remember.
She gets infected with the thing that makes you explode, giving her
super. Yeah.
Then she immediately has like surgery to get rid of them. Like just for once, it just wasn't worth embarrassing the movie for the scene. I would have rather stuck it with the suit. If they want to empower her, don't give her superpowers. This is Iron Man 3. And that's the other thing. If you want to see a female superhero make that movie, this is Iron Man 3. I felt like Tony Stark didn't do shit, man, honestly. I felt like he was cast aside in his own movie. And what else? Suits. The flying suits. This is where I think critics complain. I cannot believe.
But the thing is, you complain about the suits, but they built it into the story.
No. Because I feel like the wool has been pulled over America on this. Listen to this. The entire movie, including the other two, about him working on one suit.
It's weird. No, the thing is, it's weird. Why didn't he call those suits down before?
Because it was clogged with debris.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And how was he controlling? I know they say target all the things. That just felt like the sloppiest, literally visually the sloppiest ending you could throw. And on top of that, it was on an oil rig. I've seen an oil rig in every B movie, action movie.
It was a homage to himself, which is funny.
I didn't like that homage. This movie was better than that. They had everything responsible. I think this was a step back, and I think it's Shane Black's fault. I would blame almost all the blame on him, and I hope he never works in Hollywood again.
It's honestly funny because
the reason this movie gives me
it's funny because it's universally beloved by critics, fans, and is the 5th grossing movie of all time.
Yeah, grossing wise, that's fine because people are still going to go see it.
Yeah,
it's part of the segment. It's part of the series now. But the box office, I'm glad it's doing well. But when you say beloved, we'll see what happens in time. And critics don't care that. Critics might want it stupid, so they can say it's stupid. Kind of like the Fast franchise. They're so happy to give it a B+ or an A, but they have to mention, leave your IQ. Yeah, and then they'll go and like rave about Twilight or something. Like say it's like a.
You always say that, but no one's ever liked Twilight before.
They never, in every paragraph, they don't mention how dumb it is. Like Fast. Like the Fast franchise. And
I understand what you're saying about that. Like they can't.
And critics like some of the ignorant shit, like Entertainment Weekly, which I do believe influences movies' decisions. They have influenced shows' decisions. They praised the Extra Dash of Pepper, and like I said, they came out with an article criticizing women in superhero movies. I do think they're starting to get bogged down. Well, let's satisfy these people.
Yeah, no, it's true. Like, if anything, my biggest criticism of Iron Man 3 is Don Cheadle, the quote-unquote black character, and what's her, Ginger?
Yeah.
The quote-unquote female power character. Like, those are my biggest criticisms of Iron Man 3, not because of their race or their... not because of their race, or they're just obviously thrown in there. It didn't make any sense.
Are you talking about Rebecca Hall?
No.
Who's Ginger?
Isn't that a fucking Gwyneth Paltrow?
Oh, no. Pepper Potts.
Pepper Potts. Oh, I thought it was Ginger Potts. Oh man,
Shit.
I've been saying ginger for like 3 years, dude.
Pepper pots and salt.
Oh man, don't anybody tell me.
It's funny. That's mad funny. Dude, no, I wouldn't.
But you know what I mean, though. Like a Marvel movie.
I didn't care. Black Widow was 100% fine with me.
Yeah,
man.
no, it fit. It's just when they try to be, because no, obviously what happened in this movie, they're like, oh, we don't have Black Widow or whatever. We need a strong female character.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Why Potts is the head of his company? I didn't.
Yeah.
That
I think no, but I'm saying I think she's
Why does she
powerful
really-
as a CEO who can stand up to Tony Stark just as her personality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always
Why-
thought she was strong because Tony, you know, she was one of the only people who could talk back to Tony. Look, wasn't
And
that?
Yeah. And I'm not saying the scene. Some feminists criticize the scene because they say a man gave her powers, and then a man.
I don't want to hear it.
But I'm just saying.
I like the audacity of it, but I'm not gonna like that. That's almost cool because it's so ridiculous. But
Yeah, but dude, but yeah, why couldn't Gwyneth just be strong because of who she was? Why
which was what made her so cool is that she was the only person who talked back to, and then she just had to put on a suit and like embarrass herself. It was an embarrassing scene.
Yeah, and like thinking of Batman, the DA did his girlfriend DEA agent stands up to crime in the courtroom.
Yeah, like people have their own duties. They don't all have to be fucking superheroes. You know, they can be like strong heroes in their own way.
Yeah, it'd be ignorant if she put on a suit.
Which it was.
Yeah. So yeah, Iron Man 3. Yeah, it was pretty disappointing. So I mean, there's awesome action scenes and.
I liked it a lot more than you did. I thought it was a perfect, not a perfect, but almost a perfect, just popcorn movie.
I'm thinking it will grow on me like the Fantastic Four movies.
Yeah.
I also thought this was gonna be a gritty indie-ish because I originally heard he was gonna be in like prison a lot of the movie. And dude, I heard it would be. I expected more Last Boy Scout meets Iron Man, which he kind of did, but not in the way I wanted to see. I don't know. It's tough to. I guess if you remember Superman 2, which you probably don't, the old Donner one, when he loses his powers, that actually does take on a really dark feel when he gets beat up at the bar. Like the movie becomes very serious. I guess, yeah, I wanted a little Nolan thrown in. Is what I wanted in Iron Man 3.
Yeah, they just not every movie. Some movies are just going to be silly when you have like billions of dollars on the line.
But that's the also speaking of that, this did not feel like Iron Man's last. I cannot believe they ended it the way they did. This did not feel like the movie where Tony becomes a human again. Like,
But it's not. Like he'll be back.
And here's the other thing: when you mention critics and shit, Dark Knight Rises got like hammered by critics and people, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, or it has like a 90% and like billions of dollars.
No, it's probably got
people talked a little shit about it, but you know.
That's the thing. How, dude? If anybody talks shit about that and not Iron Man 3, I am just.
Well, they're two totally different movies too. One is like a serious.
But like Kevin Smith went on for an hour about how like Batman got to the city. I don't see that the problems of Dark Knight Rises are anything.
But that's the thing. We're talking like this perfect. We're talking one of the most important franchises of all time, and one movie that is in the middle of this franchise. You know what I mean? Like it's not the end of.
Yeah, but the way they almost.
If this was the end of the Avengers series, I would agree.
That's why I wouldn't have ended it the way they did. Why even try to fool us? You told us he's going to be back.
No, I get that. I get what you're saying.
And I thought it should have been more powerful. Yeah, when he was stuck in Colorado, I would have had him fall more down in the dumps if he was really going to lose his shit at the end. I definitely thought the first two movies were much better. Really, when he was in his cave, you could at least understand why he became a hero. Where at the end of this movie, he's like, "All the surgery's available. I guess I'll get this taken out."
Iron Man is like the first one is kind of just this like perfect. It might be the best superhero movie ever made. Like really.
For a classical superhero.
No, I'm just saying like yeah, classic one. If you were to pick one movie that's just perfect, like at moment to moment, like it could be it.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but we'll have to see about Man of Steel. I don't know.
How dare you?
What?
You haven't even seen it.
No, but something about that commercial tells me
it looks spectacular. It looks you know how much I hated Superman, and it somehow convinced me that this might be one of the better superhero movies ever made. Somehow it did.
I think it's because it looks exactly like a Nolan movie.
It looks exactly like the Superman movie I've always wanted.
Yeah, I guess.
And they explain kind of why they managed in that trailer to explain the Superman character to me that I never understood. Why that character is interesting. They managed to explain it to me.
That's
you know what I mean? Like because he's supposed to be this ideal person and lead the world, like lead human beings to this greater ideal. You know what I mean? Through his actions.
They do say that in Superman 1 and 2, but it's not.
I know, but like, he's like walking with chains on, like arrested, and you know he could like break out of that. You know what I mean? Like you know he could like resist, but he like somehow because he's such an idealist, he's like I'm gonna face justice.
Yeah,
there's something about that that's powerful.
That's funny. That didn't cross my mind.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about?
I don't know. I just saw him in chains. I didn't really.
No, think about it, because he got arrested, and he's like, obviously he could smash the fuck out of him and just go back to his fortress of solitude, but he's like, no, he's like, I'm gonna prove to these people that that I didn't do anything. I'll face their justice system. Like I'm not gonna hurt anybody innocent.
Yeah, no, that's cool. But I almost don't want to know any more about it.
That's funny you say that. Like I'm almost done watching trailers.
Oh yeah, no, they give a lot away.
No, like everything away. Like every fucking time they're like new trailer or something new. I'm like, dude, I've seen the whole fucking movie already.
You just have to try to forget it by the time you see the movie.
Dude, did you see the fucking Pacific Rim shit?
No,
about drifting.
No.
Oh, dude, it looks so rad, dude. There's a trailer. Yeah, they're not carpet bombing like they should be.
Yeah,
but
not at all.
Two people need to run these suits, the big fucking mech suits.
Yeah.
Because one person, if they tried to boot into the computer, would go crazy because there's too much to do. So the two people have to combine their thoughts and dreams and minds into one.
What?
When they're operating the machine, they have to drift their minds into one. It's so fucking gnarly.
That sounds pretty cool, yeah.
Oh, dude, it looks so dope.
I'm waiting to see one on the big screen. I've been waiting for one.
It looks so rad, dude.
Because that's not even coming out in that long.
It's like a month or two.
I thought it was even before or before or right after Man of Steel.
No.
Maybe right after. It's got to be July.
I thought it was in August, but maybe I'm crazy. That's Elysium.
Yeah. No, dude, the horrible marketing.
Yeah.
I've seen like 10 Man of Steel commercials, like on TV. It's on the popcorn. Where is Pacific Rim?
Yeah, it comes out July 2nd.
I've seen every single movie as a Lone Ranger commercial.
Which looks fucking unwatchable.
I think, yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be like another pirate movie. I don't want to see.
I never really liked.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay at home.
It'll be. Dude, Johnny Depp doing a Native American's embarrassing.
I mean, that's what that. See, yeah. I mean, I got no argument about this yesterday, actually, but I don't think it's that bad for the type of movie they're trying to make.
No, oh, of course not. It's just I don't want to sit through 2 hours of him doing a Native American accent. It's just I don't want to do it.
The Native Americans gave him a special honor, like saying he's part of their tribe and shit. Man.
That's fun. That's fine. Irrelevant. Has nothing to do with it.
Well, I'm saying that they think he brought. I think they thought he actually tried to tap into their heritage stuff.
It's marketing, bro.
No, for the. I could see Johnny Depp actually like going.
What's your number 7?
And I want to make clear that by no means is Lone Ranger do I think it's going to be that good a movie.
Okay, but you'll defend the fact that Johnny Depp's performance as a Native American is going to be massive.
No, I think it might be better than like some of the B action movies that come out.
Well, of course.
Yeah, that's really all I think. My number 7 would be an awesome movie is Eastbound and Down with Will Ferrell and some John C. Reilly.
That would be so sick, dude.
Yeah, like a big and I think it would do mad well.
Yeah,
like a cult following. And
that would be so sick.
I don't even know if it's that ridiculous.
No.
Yeah, like I almost don't know why
do that.
Yeah, I don't know why that's not on the table almost. But yeah, that movie would just I don't know.
There's not much really to say. Besides, it would be so off the chain, though.
Yeah, it would be amazing.
My number 7's Fringe. Haven't finished the series, I know.
Oh,
but I just think it would be fucking rad.
Yeah, I would have put that on here, but I just didn't because of the way it ended. But
I don't know. Yeah, spoiler, bro.
Oh yeah, no, I won't say anything else.
Haven't seen it.
I guess I also didn't because I know it'll never happen. You know, problem with Fringe, just because that show was only made it because of how much fans and critics liked it, or else Fox would have.
Fringe is such a beast, dude. Like I can't fucking get into it. Not because I don't like it, but I don't have like 80 hours.
Really? It's only 3 times the size of Misfits. And like the quality's sustained over 100 episodes. It's only
I haven't finished Misfits because of how long it is.
I guess
like if I'd done Misfits in like 2 days, but
you're bad at staying on top because you didn't even finish Breaking Bad.
I know, dude.
Man, I feel like there's a few more you didn't finish that were like right at the end. Lost.
Breaking Bad was my worst. Like I've had people literally like scream in my like insult me to my face when I tell them I didn't finish it.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, no.
We still have 2 months though before the final 8.
Man, even I don't know. That man I lost track of. I can't lie. I got problems, man. It's so hard for me to watch. But Hannibal, dude, I'm addicted. And Bates Motel.
Yeah, those 2 were awesome. Those were some of the best on right now, I think.
I think it's better. Like I used to say that I like marathoning shows better.
Yeah.
But I really do like breaking it up.
It depends on what, because Game of Thrones is way better at marathons.
Yeah. Well, Game of Thrones is just bad. It's just the best TV ever made.
Yeah, but dude, there's no way to keep track of it if you see every episode once and don't look anything up.
You need like a reader's guide.
Yeah. And marathoning, no, it has its place. Because I'm sure American Horror Story Season 2 would be like the best movie.
I poop socked American Horror Story.
Oh, you did do that?
The whole thing. I watched the whole thing in 2 days. It's the only time I've ever done it.
Really?
Yeah, Asylum.
Oh, you waited till it was over?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot you did that. Oh, that was wise. That must have been a dope 2 days.
Dude, it was the best 2 days of my life, bro. Like, I'm serious. It was like. Anyway, we'll get to that. You're number 5.
Did you do your number 6?
was Breaking Bad.
Oh, no, you didn't. Then, all right, I skipped. My number 6 was Captain Planet, because in the super.
Fuck off.
Yeah, dude. When I was a kid, I thought the idea was all right. And I think you could do a dope ass. It's like a superhero movie nowadays.
No. Yeah,
Really?
seen Captain Planet lately.
No.
You understand how unbelievably horrible it is?
No, I'm talking about Nolanizing it.
Shut the fuck up. My number 6 is Breaking Bad, obviously. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Breaking Bad, we just talked about it. It would be a dope-ass movie. Fucking moron. Captain Planet.
I looked it up, dude. Did you see all the famous names that were involved in that?
It was a fucking...
It's like main characters were like Whoopi Goldberg and like
oh, that's a fucking red thing. Oh, I'm sold.
No, and the chick from Indiana Jones. No, but for a cartoon to have anyone famous?
Wasn't that created by the guy who made CNN, Ted Turner?
Yeah. But
I don't know why I know that, but
no, think of like Captain America if he tried to like do real world
dude,
shit.
We're talking Breaking Bad.
Alright, I will say Breaking Bad, they are thinking about doing a movie.
Oh, are they? I don't keep up with that shit.
Oh, Bryan Cranston said, "Don't discount the rumors. We're making a movie." That's what
if he survives.
Yeah, if he survives. But the fact they're talking about a movie makes me think he will. But maybe it's a ploy and will surprise you. I really don't know. I think he's gonna live, honestly.
I have to finish the season before then because I know it'll just come out whether or not he dies. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be around. Like people are just gonna be like, "Can you believe he died?" And I'll just be like, I'll just like shoot myself.
The good thing is nowadays so many people lie online. I've heard shit about Game of Thrones that aren't true because people will post like,
oh, they'll troll the fuck out of you.
Yeah, so if I do hear a spoiler, I'm not even positive it's true.
I had it spoiled. Someone fucking spoiled it for me that what's his name got his hand cut off.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, that's disappointing. I heard all the Starks die, but I know that's not true. All I'll say is I know that's not true.
Oh, I was about to say, bro, you fucking ruined.
No, as of the 5 books he's written, there's at least one Stark alive, which means the rumor I heard is bullshit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's what. And believe me, I actually thought that was gonna happen this season. But then I was like,
what do you think? I don't know. There's no need to get into whether or not I should go back and read the Game of Thrones books because I've been really thinking about doing it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're pretty good.
I read the first one when I was young. Like, I read half of it, but I was like, this is fucking bullshit. It's not a fucking fantasy book, and I put it down.
The first one probably isn't much, as you've seen.
It's not really. It's almost not fantasy until, like the second half of the second book.
Yeah, I think he said in each book he's going to try to add a little more fantasy. Something like that. It's not definite he's gonna finish. It's the problem.
Yeah, that guy is a fat, disgusting slob. Like someone needs to put him on a health program so that motherfucker doesn't drop dead before he finishes.
I know, dude. I was a little worried about that.
That's what happened to Terry Goodhind or whatever.
Yeah.
Guy fucking made like 12 books over 30 years and dropped dead before he finished.
Yeah, and I was thinking of that when this guy declared, he's like, I will finish the books. And that's how fat he was. And I was like, I don't know.
Come on, dude. You better fucking eat some salad, for Christ's sake. Because I know people were panicking when Ken got hit by a car.
Yeah.
Because they were like, dude, he's not going to finish the fucking...
Yeah, the Dark Tower.
Dark Tower series. They're like, we're fucked. People write to him all the time. They're like, what's the ending? Like, I'm gonna die. What's the ending? He's like, I honestly don't know.
That's fucking. That's why series should be capped before you got to worry about it, because it's like seriously fucked up to die before you finish it. Especially if it's because you went on for so long that it was like inevitable you would die first.
Yeah, like come on, dude.
Yeah, how long? Like Terry Goodham series, like how long did it really have to be?
I can't remember how long that series is. Wow. Man, I think it's like 15 books of like 1,200 pages each.
That's outrageous. Bro, I would be so mad if I read those and there was no end.
No, Terry Goodheim didn't die. Which is the fucking guy that died? Oh, I know which guy it was. It's the guy who did the Wheel of Time.
Oh.
The guy who died.
Yeah, that would suck. At least in this case.
Robert Jordan? No. Oh, yeah, Robert Jordan died before he finished. Anyway, go, movie.
The number 6.
Yeah, my number 6 is Breaking Bad.
Yeah. So, alright. So I'm gonna go
Number 5.
My number 5 would be American Horror Story after the show ends. You could do like a film series, kind of like Tales from the Crypt film series. But
Yeah.
this would have to stand as like high end like horror movies.
I have it on my list as well, so we'll get to it. My number 5 is Walking Dead. Don't really have to say anything about it. It's just kind of obvious. Like, it could use a movie. It would be a bad movie because Walking Dead's terrible, but...
Yeah, I'm surprised you put that out there. You don't even...
I just want to see... For all my faults with Walking Dead, like, I just like that universe. Whether or not it's necessarily good content, I just like being in that universe.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. Like, I there's very few episodes of Walking Dead that I legitimately like, but I watch every week. You know, that's got to say something about it.
Yeah, I get the feeling you wouldn't like the movie. Yeah,
You'd probably have like fucking mad talking and shit, and like hallucinations and fucking terrible writing.
They would need to do something like really special with the zombie idea. Yeah, I don't know.
No, because honest, just quick comment. We've been sidetracked mad long today, but I was listening to what's his the Brooks who wrote World War Z.
Oh, I don't know.
Son, whatever. Yeah, whatever Brooks he was talking about. He's like, for the fans of the book who think this isn't gonna be, worthy edit. I'm like, it's a zombie book, bro. Like, did you really do anything that was like cracking the code?
Well, World War Z had
Max Brooks, huh?
It had mad problems being filmed.
Oh, it was a disaster. I've heard it was a disaster. Like, I heard it was rumored that Brad Pitt wouldn't even be on set when Peter Berg, whoever directed it, was on.
Oh, I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah, like huge conflicts, but
I think it went from a political theme movie to more zombie.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, really, dude, like, there's no such thing almost as a good zombie story. You honestly telling me you fucking figured it out?
Not anymore.
Cocksucker.
They've all been done. I don't know. World War Z might be alright just for the action, though.
Oh, of course. It's going to be an awesome movie. I'm just saying, like, it's a zombie story. Like, come on. Really?
Yeah, it's not like...
Have you seen Warm Bodies?
No, I'm going
It's a cute movie. It's a cute movie. It's different, which is refreshing. Like anything new with zombies, I'm like, I'll watch it and just be like, that's awesome. Even if it's bad, but it's different, I'll be like, that's dope.
I feel like it's gonna be hard to compete with Shaun of the Dead.
It's a romance movie.
Wasn't Shaun of the Dead a little?
I would say.
I thought they were gonna do his.
I'm saying I've heard. them refer to Shaun of the Dead as a romance movie with zombies. But this is a straight romance movie.
A rom-com zom.
Yeah, a rom zom or whatever they fucking call it. But this is a straight up teen romance movie.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely check it out. I hope it's good. It seems like one of the better ones out on DVD right now.
Yeah.
Because of the bad crop in January and February with movies. But, what was your number 5 then?
Walking Dead.
Oh yeah. Oh, so now we're to what were the movies we were gonna review?
I won't really review them. I'll just talk about them quick. I saw Royal Affair. That was awesome. That was fucking so off the chain good.
What movie?
A Royal Affair.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic movie. Like, I can't believe how good 2012 was. That could have easily been the best foreign movie, but then there was Rusted Bone, and there was
nominated.
Huh? Yeah, I mean, it's a decide. But yeah, this movie, it was fantastic. Had a really cool. It was a cool true story, which is insane. Like, it's almost all true.
Yeah.
And it just reminded me so much of how important the Enlightenment thinkers were, not just to Americans, but to like all of Europe. That our forefathers were so heavily influenced by them, but so were other people in other countries, and I always forget about that. But
made me realize how to. Well, not that I didn't realize it, but it just reminded me how ignorant like little villages can be.
And just how crazy it must have been to be like an atheist free thinker back then, like amidst
the most ignorant of people.
Because he drops an atheist comment, which is crazy. Because most of the Enlightenment thinkers were non-believers, it's such a refreshing thing to think that there were smart, like, critical thinkers back then. But
I thought it was cool how they manipulated the king too.
Yeah, it's such an awesome movie, and I'm glad you liked it as much as I did, because it's a costume drama, but it's so engaging. Like, it's almost like anybody could watch it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it a costume drama.
I think it is. It's like
it looks like one.
Yeah, but it is.
It has.
Like, you almost don't want to call it's like a by the book one, but it's so good, so engaging.
It's not by the book. That's the thing.
Mad Mikkelsen or whatever his name is just like amazing.
Yeah, he was excellent. The retarded king I thought was really good too.
Yeah. The chick was awesome. I don't know. It's almost like a masterpiece. Like, if you were gonna say, I'm gonna make a perfect costume drama, like a one that anybody could watch, anybody can engage in, but still be interesting, still be artistic, it's beautifully shot,
and realistic.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of just like a perfect movie.
Yeah, no, that was one of. I mean, it was probably better than most of the best pictures that year, if not all of them.
Yeah, it's such a some of the best movies. I don't know.
Yeah, because Lincoln's a costume drama, and then this like brand
just like shits on it's just like, because it's deep and thematic, because it has like this one level that's like, oh my gosh, like this guy could have been, the king. He was basically king, but he gave it all up just so he could fuck the shit out of this chick.
Yeah,
which is true, and it's interesting on just that level. But then it has this whole nother level of being progressive in a time where people it has this whole other level, like the degree of people will go to save their own power, and keep the common people down.
Yeah, which was, and the ignorance of the system. I mean, they had a retarded.
That's what I mean. Like, and honestly, and it's like this cool story. Like, these people were heroes. They were fighting. They had these beautiful ideas about democracy and free thought, and what the lengths they'd go to get them passed. And
yeah, they had to really like cheat the system.
Yeah.
to do the right.
And they got fucked for it.
Yeah.
And how the some of the people with titles were releasing propaganda against him, and he was trying to help them. You know what I mean? Like, it was such a, I don't know. It was a great movie.
Yeah, so
Those movies that's like a masterpiece, and no one will ever see it.
Not at all. I wish the Nicholas Sparks crowd would watch movies like that. I don't get why.
No, that's the thing, and on top of that, it has this amazing, engaging romance, this really appealing romantic story on the bottom of that too.
Yeah, that could at least attract a mainstream crowd, but it just doesn't. Just
because like you know, like, oh, these two people should be together because they have like common ideals and this common bond. I don't know. It's a great movie. And
no, that's
Pain and Gain's my favorite movie so far this year.
Wow. Well, what'd you get? Did you rate any of the movies that you rated?
I'm just talking. These are all A's. These are all like the movies I love so far.
Oh, okay.
Pain and Gain, it's a masterpiece. Huh?
Even Star Trek and Iron Man?
No. Oh, we want Star Trek. I haven't given it a. I'd say Star Trek's a B. Iron Man's an A. I love Iron Man.
Oh, Iron Man 3?
Yeah.
You could give that an A?
I would say Star Trek's good. Iron Man's great.
You'd say Iron Man 3 is a perfect movie?
No.
Oh.
Me, like I said, like my system is like A Royal Affair is a perfect movie.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Gain is a great movie. Maybe Iron Man 3 is a good movie. It's not great. It's a B. Yeah, you're right. It's a B. And Star Trek's a B too.
Huh.
Like a B plus. But anyway, Pain and Gain, it's kind of this perfect, amazing Michael Bay movie. I loved it so fucking much. I don't know. I can't really say enough good things about it. I think Michael Bay, like, he wowed me. Just incredible. It's so entertaining. It's so funny. It's so satirical. Like, if this was made by David Fincher, it would be hailed as like an Academy Award potential nominee movie. Like, deeply satirical of like the muscle pump Arnold Schwarzenegger 90s.
Like, that could be really funny.
The muscle pump 90s, like, inspirational speech. You know, like, all those people would go to the inspirational speech guys, like Tony Curtis and shit.
Kinda, yeah.
That attitude of the 90s. Deeply satirical of it. And my last one was Mud, which is...
Is there a lot of action in that movie, too, or is it like...
No.
Oh, okay.
It's more of it's a comedy. It's like a laugh-out-loud comedy.
That's what I kept hearing, but then the commercial actually... I've heard both, actually.
It's an action, it's a comedy, it's a satire. The Rock is incredible in it. Like, he's going to wow you when you see it. I can't believe you haven't seen it yet. A Michael Bay movie that I loved.
I know, I should go see it. I thought it got swamped. He released it.
I know. Even The Rock was like, I'm bowing down to Iron Man 3. That's what he tweeted. He's like, I'm going out with grace.
But the thing is, now he's back on top again.
Yeah, it was Fast and Furious 6. He's like a powerhouse. But the other movie I saw was Mud, which is between Pain and Gain and this. I don't know which I liked more. Mud is just an incredible, incredible movie that no one's gonna ever see.
Yeah, that part's right. No, but I do want to. Mud looked good. Well, I actually did see a preview for that. I must have been in the theater. It must have been Place Beyond the Pines, I want to say.
Maybe.
It certainly was an Iron Man.
Mud is kind of just a great American movie. Like, it's so, like, in its heart an American, like, little tiny Tom Sawyer type crime drama.
I hear compared to that, I'm not a huge Tom Sawyer fan. In fact, I wouldn't watch the movies now. I know they're designed for kids. I can't really remember what I I can't remember liking Tom Sawyer like I like the X-Men or anything like that. I don't know if you're supposed to. Like they keep saying Mark Twain's a kids for kids and stuff, but do kids really love Mark Twain?
No.
That's what I don't really get.
No. I felt that I was surprised that people thought that as well, and then I saw that the director, handed out Huckleberry Finn for everybody on the set to read.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
No, I know Matthew McConaughey is like a criminal that befriends two kids.
That's what I'm saying. Don't read anything about it. It's better just with surprises.
Oh, because the trailer gave away a decent amount.
I didn't see the trailer. That's what kind of inspired me that I'm not gonna really watch trailers anymore. It was so refreshing just going into a movie. I didn't know anything about it. I hadn't watched the trailer. All I knew was the director, and I just went in and watched it, and I loved it.
Oh, that is good though. And
it had surprises. Like when writers write a movie, they don't write it thinking the fucking audience is going to know everything about it. They write it to have surprises.
So there is a lot of surprises though?
Not if you know he's a fucking criminal.
Oh, I thought it was obvious.
Like I said, I didn't fucking know anything about the movie.
Oh, but I mean, it's not.
It's a reveal in the movie,
but not right away.
No.
Oh. Yeah, I guess they were. I mean, they showed a part with the little kid crying and confronting him about not telling him who he is.
That's fucking. That's.
Is that like really near the end? It looked like one of the.
It's like 3/4 of the way in.
I thought they shouldn't have been showing that, but no, I do want to see Mud.
I say it's like Stand By Me, and I don't know, Stand By Me with like Shotgun Stories mixed together.
Well, no, I'll definitely check it out. Is it even on Amazon Instant or anything? I saw they're trying to link Cannes Film Festival with Amazon.
That's kind of cool. That's cool.
Yeah, so maybe they'll start doing it with stuff like Mud, which belongs on there.
I think when you see, I don't know. That's the thing. I thought Mud was kind of just this perfect, great, incredible movie, and I think you'll think that too. I'm not sure. I never know with these type of movies.
Yeah, it looked good to me. I definitely want to see it. It looked pretty good. I like Matthew McConaughey's movies, and I'd say in general, I'm usually like him. And I like that he was on Eastbound and Down.
It's very love story-ish.
Well, totally didn't seem like that, I'll say.
That's what I think people are going to be surprised how
it's about two kids.
It's an emotional movie, yeah.
No, I mean I figured that, but I figured it'd be about the kids and him.
No. Yes and no. It's a lot. I don't know. It's a really, really, really fucking deep movie. I don't know. I can't. I just want you to see it. I'm so mad that no one else in the country has basically seen it but me.
I know that's pretty demeaning. I don't know how they're gonna. There's no way to get the word out now.
It got well reviewed, right?
Yeah, got really well reviewed. Honestly, I think even higher profile stuff like Midnight in Paris and The Bling Ring have no chance this summer. I mean, they're not gonna do the Bling Ring commercial. I can't believe that's how they chose to advertise it in front of Fast and Furious 6, no less.
I don't know what Bling Ring is.
Sofia Coppola's new movie with Emma Watson about a group of girls. A true story that ripped off all the clothing from celebrities. But, dude, the way it's shot is pure indie. Like, they definitely didn't mask it very well in the commercial. It's versus Man of Steel. We'll have to see.
It's not versus Man of Steel, really.
Well, it really is when the
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, what's your movies quick?
Let's see, Great Gatsby. I thought it was. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really fun movie.
I went to that movie and It was the 2D version, not the 3D, so I didn't go. I just left.
Yeah, dude, it's worth
Like I was
seeing.
walking by a I was planning on going to one theater on my way back from work, and I like looked at the times and everything, and I went, and I was about to buy my ticket, and it was like 2D, not 3D. I was like, fuck that, and I just left.
That sucks.
Because I've heard people say don't go see it unless it's 3D. That's why I gotta see it before it leaves theaters.
I think it'll still be good on 2D. I wouldn't, but it's cool in 3D. It's definitely worth seeing in 3D. But
I don't watch. I try not to watch movies that were made for 3D
yeah,
and then 2D. Like I try not to watch it like that.
yeah, but like Avengers is still an awesome movie.
Dude, it's so rad in 3D.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, if I don't have it anymore, what are you gonna do?
Avatar, dude, 2D is mad whack.
No, I don't think it's that bad.
I just have to fucking put my dick on the table and get a 3D TV.
Yeah, I want to sometime too, because now, yeah, stuff's coming out. More and more stuff. Like, it totally wasn't worth it in the beginning. When
No.
there's like 3 movies. When there was only Journey to the Center of the Earth in 3D. Brendan Fraser. No, it's not pretty soon. 3D TV too. And then yeah, I gave Gatsby a B plus. It's funny how noted it is that critics and this movie is being noticed divide between what critics gave it and audiences. It is funny. Critics trashed it, but audiences, I think it's almost like an A. Cinema score, it could be a B plus, but regardless, it's a much bigger hit than was anticipated and much more liked. And the only reason I could see for critics trashing it is it's not slow enough.
Well, you also have to remember people who go into criticism, film criticism, are the type of people who have read Great Gatsby and love Great Gatsby, the story. So, and they're the type of people to cross their arms and be like, and you know, and look like they have shit under their fucking nose.
But I went with our mom, and she's an English teacher, and said it was exactly like the book. And I actually went online, and I did read that it was pretty much covered the book.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying story-wise. I'm saying content-wise. Like, but Baz Luhrmann, I know what kind of director he is, so it had to have been visually insane.
Yeah, but
so maybe
but
people didn't
advertise that way. I don't know, and
you get my point, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but the movie, it actually fits.
Of course, but I'm saying if Spielberg directed it, it would look like fucking Lincoln. You know what I mean? Like. And people would probably be like, masterpiece, 99.9% on Metacritic. Like, God forbid a director have some fucking, dick between his legs.
Yeah.
Make it entertaining looking.
Yeah, which I guess I am surprised they're trashing for it.
Of course they are, dude. They're like, I want different, and then you have something different. And they're like, no!
Yeah, that's what's funny. Iron Man 3 got way better reviews than Gatsby.
No, like if it was normal, they'd be like, same old, typical, adaptation, and then they'd have like Snore Z and like a bunch of Z's, and then if it's like exciting and different, they're like, no.
Yeah, that's totally.
They're like too ambitious.
Yeah, I think some even did say that.
Of course they did.
Yeah, so that was. I think most people will enjoy that. It's my favorite Baz Luhrmann movie, definitely.
I'm a pretty humongous Baz Luhrmann fan.
Yeah, but what's your favorite by him so far?
Probably Strictly Ballroom or Australia.
Really? Australia's got problems.
I'm a huge fan of Moulin Rouge too. And
Oh,
Romeo and Juliet. I like all his movies.
I think Romeo and Juliet's definitely his most artistic. With as far as there's shots in that are truly excellent. But the movie has some flaws. His style comes with pros and cons, I think. Honestly, in Gatsby, I thought he honed the flaws of his visual style the most.
He
He tamed the worst aspects of what he does. Like Romeo and Juliet has some weird fast forwarding stuff that they
It's a
do.
crazy. He's a crazy visual director. Like
Yeah,
fucking madness.
Stone look like subtle.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really like that. I gave it a B plus. And then I saw the newest Fast and Furious 6, which I love that movie. It was packed. The whole audience loved it. That
What a stupid movie. It's great.
critics say that. Which
Such a boring. Like, what do they want? I don't understand.
I don't know why they wrap the stuff. Like, I don't know what they like. It doesn't seem like a low IQ movie franchise to me. Especially, is James Bond really that intelligent and possible?
Skyfall is. Skyfall is an intelligent movie.
I don't even know if super agents work that way. I don't even know if I believe in spies the way they're portrayed in like James Bond.
No, I know what you mean. Like, but with all due respect, Fast and the Furious movies are completely insane.
But is someone like Dominic Toretto not more realistic than James Bond?
No, I know. I agree.
I do. This might be reaching, but I wonder if part of it's because they think it has bad morals, so they're trying to be like, it's stupid, don't trust it. But it's an awesome movie. I just hate the reviews that are like, I loved it, it's the best movie I saw. It's really dumb though. It's like almost like they need to get that in there, like what?
That they're like above it somehow still.
Yeah.
No, I get you.
It's this franchise and none other.
Yeah, like Indiana Jones, like dumbest shit ever, but somehow that's like a Hollywood movie, quote unquote, like a Hollywood movie, like a popcorn movie.
Let alone comedies and rom-coms. In the third act, always like that movie.
It's funny, like where do you draw the line between a quote unquote popcorn movie and something like Fast and the Furious 6?
Well, why?
Because they won't call this like, oh, this is a great summer movie. They're like, oh, this is a stupid action movie. They won't call it that summer movie.
They do call
for everybody.
They do call it a summer movie too.
But I'm saying it's not lumped in the same way. It's not.
Yeah, I don't know where it comes from.
Just the violence, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, there's something. Yeah,
like a weird elitism to it.
Yeah, and they won't recognize the ignorance in some movies, especially I feel like those comedies around like the Wedding Crashers and stuff. That one with Steve Carell is the worst. With Steve Carell and Ryan Gosling, Crazy Love Beautiful. The end of it was so bad. It's worse than anything I've seen in Fast and the Furious franchise. It's more ridiculous than a car flying off a road into a boat. It is these rom-com endings where they like stop a plane to get the girl out or something.
Yeah.
A song and the whole city looks over at them.
That's crazy though. That Fast and the Furious. Who'd have thought Fast and the Furious would like create a formula that would be respected critically and hit at the box office?
Yeah.
I know. I'm saying if let's go back in time to Fast. Like if you walked out of Fast and the Furious 2, and I was like, dude, this franchise is going to be one of the most well-respected, critically acclaimed action franchises of the next like 5 years. You'd like laugh you'd like spit in my face.
Yeah, but that's why I respect it so much. I didn't start watching them until number 4.
No, neither did I.
I really respect the ability to go back, take from the movies, and make them stronger. They actually made the past ones better and continue the trend way past what I thought in Fast 6. Fast 6 continues the trend of connecting all the movies in excellent ways with twists. Like, if you've seen them all, it's worth it. I can't say it enough. Including the minor role of Shia Wiggum from Boardwalk Empire. He's in Fast and Furious 4. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Steve Nucky's brother. He was in Fast and Furious 4. It was nice to see him be in his role again. And a movie is so packed with people. And that's what I'll say about Fast and Furious 6. It's a mammoth cast.
The thing about them is they almost created their stars. Like Vin Diesel and Paul Walker were minor stars before that, and so is The Rock. But I'm saying they Michelle Rodriguez, Tyrese, all those people, they were nobodies.
Yeah, and they're stars only in this franchise.
That's what I'm saying. They kind of created their own stars with a franchise.
Yeah, and that's what's cool. Like,
no, I agree.
Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen it, Fast and Furious 6 yet, no.
Oh, it's, I think you like the last one, Fast 5?
Dude, I like all the Fast and Furious movies, with the exception of 2. I don't like 2.
Oh. Well, I'll say Fast 5, it'll be...
Tyrese his fucking his one-liners are too much for me. Like, they cross the line.
I think I like 2. It's the worst of them.
What did he say? We figured out what he said, but I forgot it again.
We hungry?
Yeah, we hungry. Yeah.
I think he says that again in the new one.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, there's funny parts and a lot of action, and you've heard about the infamous ending, pal.
No, I haven't.
Well, it involves a plane.
Fast and Furious 6? I don't.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I don't know shit. I don't want... Dude, honest to God, I try to avoid commercials now.
Well, you want to see it?
Like, I'm thinking definitely. I'm thinking, like, if I see previews, I might just go to the bathroom or something. I don't know. In a theater.
It's still worth it. Because, there's a Machete 2 commercial that had the whole theater cracking up when I was... Charlie Sheen uses his old name. He's like the president of the United States. It's a fun Grindhouse commercial. I respect Rodriguez for doing that shit. Like, every commercial is professional. Machete 2 is like shitty Trauma-style commercial comes out. Dude, I think that's awesome, though.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But, yeah, I gave Fast 6 an A-, and it's the best movie of the year so far, I think, honestly. With such a big cast, every scene entertaining. There might be... I'll have to wait and see Fast 5 versus Fast 6, but they're pretty close in my book. And on a side note, Friday was the highest grossing day in Universal's history because of Fast and the Furious 6.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and Hangover 3 got destroyed, which I thought was awesome because because the head of Hangover, they were going head to head.
Yeah.
Because the guy that made the Hangover refused to budge. He's like, "This is our weekend."
Todd Phillips said no.
No, the producer, I think.
Oh,
He's like, "We've earned this weekend. Of course, there's going to be a Hangover." He's like, "We're not afraid of the Fast and the Furious."
Bad move.
They got. Hangover 3 looked like crap to me, honestly.
None of the Hangovers are really that good. All of them are pretty bad.
I just thought it was pathetic. I want to be like, have some dignity. You really have to make a shitty and go out like that? You couldn't just end with number 2?
I don't know. I've never really liked them.
I think they're okay, but number 3 looked like a mess.
I just watched The Dictator. Danny had it on. I just watched it again, and it's just like no comedies just mean anything to me after I watched that movie. Like, I'm just like, it's not even on the same level.
Yeah, I want to.
When he's talking about having sex with the little boys and the kid, and he's like, oh, they didn't mind. He's like, 3 of them killed themselves and left a note blaming you. He's like,
So to it. Yeah, I got to see that again. That was a class. How does that compare with This Is the End?
The Dictator? Oh, I think The Dictator's better. I don't know.
Oh, all right.
This Is the End is a fantastic movie, but the Dictator's there's some like grimy, like really fucking on the edge comedy. It's like fucking mad.
That was way ballsier than I watched.
That's what I'm saying. Some of the comedy really like goes to the absolute extreme. Like, I love comedy like that. Like, people try to do it, but for some reason, like, some of the things he says are just so fucking offensive.
Yeah. No, that was awesome that he did that. That movie, that was so opposite my expectations.
Yeah, that was such a great experience. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying about trailers and expectations. Just going in fresh, going into The Dictator was so refreshing. Just laugh out loud
Yeah,
shit.
I try to do that sometimes. It can work. It works, but it's awesome discovering an adult movie when you know
But
nothing.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's only win-win because if you go in with a movie with no expectations and it's bad, whatever, it's bad. But if you go in think with high expectations, you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
And if you go in with no expectations and a movie's good, then you're happy too. So it's win-win. You can only be disappointed with pre-existing expectations.
Yeah, unless it's like beyond bad. Beyond like
Oh yeah. Or like you should have known better. Like you saw a Deuce Bigelow movie, like
yeah, something like that.
or Bucky Larson. Like if you saw,
Yeah, but Bucky Larson was almost so bad.
it's such a bad movie. It's appallingly bad.
I thought it was kind of funny, in the beginning, dude. I don't know, just how ridiculous he is.
It's so fucked up bad. Like I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little funny, bad.
All right.
Well, yeah. So yeah, I get that man minus. Well, speaking of bad, can I just mention one last movie?
Yeah. Go ahead. Make it quick.
Because Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, you know how that did very well, like in January.
Yes.
Dude, that movie, I rarely give out Fs, but
Really?
dude, oh my god.
Wait, there was a Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake?
Yeah.
No.
Listen to what it does, dude. It claims to take place right after the first original movie that Tobe Harper made.
Wait. Okay. When was this movie made? 2000. It was Texas Chainsaw 3D.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so in the beginning credits, they show, like, kind of the beginning from the 70s version, the 70s movie. They're saying it takes place right after. I will say, dude, the age of the characters is, like, totally not right. I can't even believe. Not only can I not believe that the age of the characters don't match it up, like, what they're trying to do doesn't even make sense. Like, I think Leatherface would be, like, 90. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. There's a baby in the beginning credits. So, do you remember the old one from the 70s?
No, get to the point.
Basically, the townspeople kill the entire Leatherface clan. Right?
What?
No, right in the beginning of the movie.
Okay.
Except there's a baby there. And that baby basically is the main girl in the movie.
Oh, okay.
The problem is, it's modern day times with cell phones and everything, and she's like 18. So that's
What?
yeah, that's such an obvious problem. There's basically she should be about 40, and she's clearly 18 or like 20, and Leatherface should be like 60, 70, and he's just clearly not. So that's already a mammoth flaw. But let's say this is the worst. I'll spoil it for you because I'm sure you don't care.
No, I know.
But from the minute that that baby scene I just told you about,
Yeah.
I said, "Oh my god, I hope this isn't a movie where at the end she joins Leatherface." Just because when they handed him the baby, I was like, "Oh god, please no." Oh man, dude, when that scene finally came, it was more painful than anything I could imagine. Where this 20-year-old chick, after seeing her friends chainsawed, basically teams up with her cousin Leatherface to take to the townspeople.
All right, whatever. So
But I can
it was
say
bad.
Dude, this line is infamous. She throws him the chainsaw. She's like, "Go get him, cuz."
That's cool. That's awesome.
It's the worst thing.
I gotta see this movie now.
Nah, dude. And then, just to make matters worse, I just gotta add two more things. Is that why would the townspeople basically they make it out like Texas attacks this girl because 20 years ago she was related to the Leatherface clan. That was unbelievable. And the sheriff that stood for morals the entire movie that was mad at the townspeople for killing the clan of Leatherface people in the beginning. Basically, he looks at Leatherface and he's like, "Have a nice day, sir." And he walks away at the end of the movie and lets him go. Just for literally no reason. He looks at a serial killer in his own town and the girl that's now going to live with him. And he's like, "Have a nice day, guys." Dude, the guy's wearing...
I don't know, man. I might have to see this movie. It sounds awesome.
It's really not that good. I just couldn't believe how, like, the lack of effort I found and the stupidity I found truly astonishing in this movie. Especially claiming to be linked to the first movie. That's audacious, I thought. But,
And what would you give that, an half?
yeah, I can't remember why I thought about a D-. I think because there was a couple gory scenes, but I don't even... Yeah, but I don't even know if they deserve that. Because you should have a couple gory scenes.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, let's move on. Hold on, let's take a break quick. Because I gotta go to the bathroom.
Where are we on number 4?
Yeah.
That was, for me, it was Battlestar.
Alright, mine's number 4 is, I don't want to say it because I don't want to get into it, but Misfits.
Oh, yeah. See, I thought, you know what they need is a Fast 5. Is to come
like bring back, like make a masterwork.
Yeah.
Like a revamp, like turn it into something different.
Yo, but Howard, dude, losing the powers loses their identity by switching the powers.
Like I said, I don't want to get into it here, but for anybody, if you haven't heard of Misfits, go watch the first couple seasons, see what you think. It's a masterwork until
you just see the whole package.
that.
Because when you ridicule 23 episode seasons, though, I don't know how you can give credit to a guy that couldn't go past 13. It was such an idea.
But, like I said, I don't want to get into it. I'm critical of the 22 season format, not necessarily. It's very hard to make a great...
Well, by comparison, Arrow,
yeah.
I just saw season 1 of Arrow.
All I have to say about Arrow, never seen an episode, don't even really know what it's about, is I was looking through, researching, for good shows, and someone had it as one of the best shows ever made.
Yeah.
On their list, and I was like, all right, I like it. They're not huge. Some people just start fucking insane.
Yeah, no, there's definitely flaws in Arrow. I wouldn't say it's the best show ever made, but one thing I was just going to say is there was problems with, say, the backstory in the first 8 episodes. They I noticed it. I was like, man, I'm kind of getting bored with this. And then I noticed they got better. It was like, holy crap, like they added people, it got clear. Then I read an article that the creator went online, saw complaints, and fixed it, and made the show better. So then Arrow really got a lot better. And that I respect so much more than
I do. I respect that a lot.
Especially you got Misfits gets out of control with the guy that can buy and sell powers. Like basically, whenever there's a dilemma, just go to the power seller guy. And you'll have a power.
You know what it turned into? And like I said, I don't want to get into it too much because A, I haven't watched the whole thing, and B, I don't want to get into it right now.
Tell you.
I know. That's the thing. Just let me watch the rest of the show, and we'll do a show just on that. But it turned into a very much like a Buffy the Vampire Slayer type thing.
90210 with a dash of powers.
Yes. Like that, and that's what Buffy the Vampire Slayer was. It was like a teenage, drama. 902. It was a teenage soap opera just with like paranormal shit.
Yeah, and I just don't know why.
Let's not get in. Go on. What's your number 3?
Is Heroes.
Oh.
Because I think we're still at a point where they can get the original cast back and not in disgrace like they did, but redeem. And I think there's still an audience. And I did hear a big bang out of the corner of my ear a few days ago. They were talking about Heroes and how it fell off. It just made me think back to when it was really popular in huge numbers. I think if they brought back a quality movie and brought back the original cast, they could really have a hit on their hands, and it would be a good ass movie. And it's popular. It's even more popular now than when it first debuted.
I don't know. Heroes is for douchebags. My number 3 is.
But you've never seen it.
I've seen the first season, the good season.
No, you didn't watch the full season.
Yes, I did.
You thought it was bad.
I thought it was good. All right.
That was an epic amount of characters.
It was. But the thing is it's like Lost. Like, it fucking blew its load and then didn't do anything at the end. You know what I mean?
At the very end.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Lost is a bad example because there are so many good seasons, so many good episodes. But I'm saying it's like The Matrix 2 and 3. Like, it was retroactively destroyed by, its later. That's why I'm so afraid to watch the rest of Misfits. I don't want it to.
I think Heroes survives it because season 1 kind of ends on its own.
Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe I haven't seen any more Heroes. Maybe I should just go back, watch Heroes, and just treat it as like nothing ever happened outside of it.
Yeah.
just in my heart believe.
It's probably the best way to
because do it. Lost, like season 2 and 3 are kind of just these like never be like it's so unique, great. And then it was like destroyed by the last season. Like.
Yeah, I'm pissed about that.
Like, I can't. That's the thing. I honestly can't ever think the same way about the show.
No, I would have put it on here if not for the end. But.
Yeah. My number 3, live action version of Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, okay. I've heard it's good, but.
Oh, dude, I'm watching it over again, dude. You have to just check it out. Just the first couple. If you don't dig it, it's a masterpiece.
How many episodes?
It's a 20 episode complete. That's all there is. Half an hour.
I heard of 90 of them.
No. 20 episodes. That's it. It's
and
start to end. From start to end, and then there's like an hour long, one of those straight to DVD things.
I'm glad I didn't. I remember a while ago I was gonna rent the movie.
No, this series is.
It was a show.
Adult. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. It's whatever. It's what you want to see out of every single live action series, but they just can't do it. They tried to do a live action version, but they couldn't get it together.
Well, what is it? Oh, Western.
It's like Firefly, but dope. Is what I tell everybody.
Oh.
It's about a guy who. I don't want to ruin anything because I really hope you'll just check out the first episode. Just first episode. Like, it's about a bounty hunter who goes around the solar system and tracks down people.
Oh, wow, that's totally not what
for money in the future.
All right, so it doesn't take place in like a saloon town.
No.
Oh.
No, but it's influenced by westerns, by jazz. It's very Firefly is a lot of people accuse Joss Whedon of ripping it off for Firefly, but I don't think that's the case. It's so much better than Firefly that I don't want to.
Oh man, we'll see. I like Firefly. Serenity's good. The movie.
What's your number 2?
It would be a live action version of Mutant League, the cartoon. I always thought that would be awesome.
Yeah, nobody knows about that cartoon, and it was so good.
Yeah, that's another one that's not on the DVD or anything. It's just like buried.
I've tried to find it online to just watch a couple episodes, and I can't find it. No one even has it recorded.
Yeah, I don't know. That's like a lost show.
Man. Yeah, like a little lost gem.
So there is some video games I know. That probably,
It was an adult show that was for kids, but was never watched by adults. It was a very strange show. Like, I feel like only you and me appreciated it because we had such a mature attitude towards. Not that we were mature. I'm not saying anything like that, but we were already into really weird trauma shit by then.
Yeah.
But when we were really really young, so
that's probably part of it.
Yeah, like we recognized how bizarre it was. Like, it dealt with steroids in a fucking like a morning cartoon.
Yeah. And there's always like ads being punched off.
Yeah, it was a crazy show.
Yeah, that show is awesome, though. All my memories of it are of like it being
Ripped
awesome.
off pails, yeah, just like so off the chain.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't even know. That's the thing. I don't even think they have scenes of it on YouTube.
I know, because I thought I remember looking, and there was like literally like nothing. I was like, what? That was back when I thought you could find anything online, but that was like one of them. Yeah, I couldn't.
They got a couple clips, but that's it.
I wonder. I think it was on Fox.
Yes.
Yeah, they should have it. I mean, it was only like 20 years ago. No later than 20 years ago. I mean, it was the 90s. I don't know. I could see why they wouldn't want to release it. Like, kind of.
Like how they got away with showing that to little kids.
Yeah. Netflix would be the place.
It was so fucking unique. Like, there was nothing like it on TV.
Yeah. And that it would be like Hong nowadays. Like, people would be going after it so hard. I really don't know how they got away with it even now when I think about it.
My number 2 is a live action version of Robotech.
Oh yeah.
I worship Robotech. Robotech Macross for the nerds. Not the first and third version, but the second version. Because they took 3, for people who don't know, I mean, no one who doesn't already know this would be interested, but they took 3 Japanese anime Mac Robotech shows and they combined them all together. They just voiced it over and invented a new story.
Oh,
and combined
really?
3 different cartoons into the Robotech universe. But
yeah,
because here
they put a new story over the images.
Yeah. Oh, they kind of they kept with the original story, but they merged them somehow they like invented a storyline that combined all 3 of them. Like, they're totally different. It would be like if you took shows with mutants in it, because all of our shows have superheroes in it.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, if they took and then combined them and sent them to Japan, because none of their shows have superheroes in it. And like all their shows have mechs and Gundams in it.
And it actually works?
I've watched all 3 of them, and there's no similarities really with any of them. But the second one, Robotech Macross, is...
They don't connect at all?
I don't see it. I've heard they do.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever...
It's some genius. I think it was the guy who did... The Bandai guy who did the Power Rangers. I think he did it. I'm not positive about that.
It's not hard to follow.
The thing is, I've seen the Robotech version that I'm talking about maybe 4 times. I've watched it all the way through, and the other ones I've seen only once, and that was ages ago, so I can't really remember too much.
So you only like one series?
I like Robotech Macross. Which
is like one series, and like the other 2 are...
Yeah, it would be like if you put like Spider-Man the original series with like 2 no-name superhero shows, that I didn't like. But the thing is, I've heard the other ones have a following in Japan too, so I have no idea.
Man, that's so weird to me.
But apparently there's a live-action version that may or may not get made. We don't know. With Tobey Maguire as the lead.
Oh, it probably depends on like Pacific Rim success. A
We'll
little.
see. Like, I don't know. Like, people don't like. I try to talk to people about how big it is that there's a mech suit fucking movie coming out, and I was like, whatever. It's a fucking Transformers ripoff. Like, I'm like, dude, there is a humongous subculture of people who love fucking mech suit movies.
Yeah, they haven't. Again, I think it's an advertising issue a little. It does look like
It's a mech suit movie versus Godzilla. Like, that's what they set out to do.
Yeah, and they
And
haven't.
it's the gnarliest fucking dope shit I've ever heard in my life.
It's just there hasn't been a commercial to tell you that. But like,
What does that mean to the common person? They don't even know what the fuck a mech suit, Gundam movie is.
I mean, like, dude, there's not even a commercial. Like, all I've seen is a robot fighting a monster on a bridge. Like, they don't really show like them in the suit. I don't know why they're not. I think people would like it. I think it's going to affect its box office personally. The lack of recognition. I don't know. Do you? And Gualamir's already talking sequel. I don't know if you knew that.
You know he's doing Beauty and the Beast?
No, is he?
Yeah, he is.
He might be.
No, they already have Emma Stone is gonna be.
Why would he do that?
Dude, I don't fucking know. I don't. Like, it makes me mad because, like, if you cut open a director, like,
Yeah.
if you took all the directors and you cut them open to see how much talent fell out,
Yeah.
Guillermo del Toro probably the most would come out. You know what I mean? Just in terms of story, special effects, his ability to his use of action and camera. He's the most talented director probably alive right now. And there was a whole period that he just wasn't working, and then he's got like. I'd be so mad if he wasted like 5 years on Beauty and the Beast.
Oh yeah, especially considering the hit show on ABC, Once Upon a Time, has a modern day Beauty and the Beast storyline that's central to the show. I don't know why you would.
Dude, I would fucking do anything for Hellboy 3 right now. Like, I've been waiting so long for that fucking movie, and he's not gonna do it.
About Beauty and the Beast. Because Jack and the Beanstalk also just completely flopped at the box office.
The fact that it didn't ruin Bryan Singer's career shocks me.
Yeah, but
I was so excited. I was like, fuck yeah, X-Men, no way, dude. You just fucked up, bro. And then he signed on anyway. I was like, damn it.
I would blame the studio more than Singer. Because I bet he did a decent job. It's no one wanted to see Jack and the Beanstalk.
I bet it's a good movie. That's the fucking tragedy of it. I bet it's a dope movie.
Oh, you know what? It was also versus Oz. That was the worst timing. I could have bet $1 million people would rather see Oz than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes me wonder if maybe enough fairy tale movies will bomb for Beauty and the Beast.
I don't know, dude. That one Huntsman movie did pretty well.
No, they thought it was. They weren't happy. They thought it should have done better. I thought it did well. The producers wanted a little more. That's why they were gonna do a sequel right away, and now because they dumped a lot of money into it. But really, and Mirror Mirror did horrible. Julia Roberts one.
I forgot that even existed.
That was the guy that made The Cell. Why is he wasting his thing? Oh man. Gualamir. He could have been Gilmore. At least finish Hellboy before Beauty and the Beast. Man. Well, that was disappointing news. Yeah.
I thought you knew that.
Nah, I didn't know that.
Okay. Anyway, let's go.
And there's a CW show, Beauty.
Dude, I don't know. Just let's move on, for Christ's sake.
Well, are we doing Netflix pick of the week or?
Yeah, at the very end.
So the last one is my number one. I didn't.
No, news.
Oh, news. Um, I didn't have too much besides that about that one honcho. And the fact that Hangover 3 is doing bad, I will say they're wondering about R-rated comedies right now, but I think it's more about they're wondering about comedies in general because the box office has been low lately. But I think part of it's none of them look that good. That's be my guess. I think the number two highest grossing comedy this year was Identity Thief, and that's awful. And, like, I just think comedy has always been the last movie I go to the theater for.
Comedy is a broken genre, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's more than anything. I don't know if that's being taken into account. If they're just looking at the numbers and not really realizing they're making bad comedies. But,
Well, the big problem with them is they're not meant to make like necessarily $400 million every time.
yeah, and they all look the same almost.
Like the budget of Hangover 3 is $100 million.
Yeah.
And then you add $40-50 million to market it, and you have $150 million you got to recoup already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of course you're gonna have a box office fucking disaster.
That's not the case with Hangover, but because it'll make back its money, but it'll.
But that's the thing. You can't just say, oh, it's $100 million. That's it. You got to add another 40 or 50 in marketing. Like it can't make $600 million every fucking time.
No. I think comedies are doing it bad even for what they should make. I should look more.
Like the Dictator. The Dictator was what?
Oh.
I think it was It was a fantastic movie, first of all, and it was what, $15-20 million and made 100. That's a fucking great. That's a great business model.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to spend all this money on it.
That's what I'm saying. $100 million for a comedy?
How much? Are you on there? How much was the internship cost? The new Owen Wilson, Vince Vaughn one coming up.
Oh look. Oh, the Dictator was $50 million.
Oh wow. But yeah, actually,
170. But that's what I'm saying. Like that's a responsible amount of money. $40 or $50 million.
For a big budget.
Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't say.
Oh.
That movie looks fucking retarded though.
Yeah, no, that's why I bet it's like 80 million though.
Yeah, probably.
So when you get those two, they make the most. That's one thing. I'm pretty sure Sandler keeps the cost of his movies down.
No, Sandler's famous for the opposite.
Really?
He's super famous for having bloated $100 million budget movies.
Oh yeah, and some of them.
Because people call it a scam. And he's admitted himself. He's like, I just like to go to cool places with my friends and make them, which is dope.
Yeah, that's kind of funny.
No, but I think the big problem with comedies, and then we'll move on, is there's just so many dope big blockbuster movies that people don't want to go to the movies. They want to go to the movies to see a spectacle in 3D. They don't want to fucking see some movie they can just rent. And that's the bigger they make these, the bigger spectacle they make the movies, the bigger these budgets get, the more people are going to go to the movies. And when you pay $15, they're gonna want to see a big budget movie, not a $30 million bad comedy with The Internship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Or in the case of, I'd say the huge miscalculation of the Hangover producers of Fast and Furious, they did not think they
It's the same audience. It's the same audience. Like you were saying, Bling, whatever the fuck, the Sofia Coppola movie.
Yeah.
You know, that's a chick movie, and the Superman movies, it has every.
The reason I mentioned the Bling is because even for you say it's a chick movie.
No, but I'm saying
it's so much more indie than I don't even know if I would call it that. The way it was.
It's like Spring Breakers almost. Because that's a Spring Breaker or whatever.
Yeah, that's exactly what it reminded me of.
Super indie.
Spring Breakers, yeah. Which Spring Breakers did good for what it was, but I don't even know if it cracked 10 million, and that was considered a hit.
Yeah.
If I was gonna advertise Bling Ring, I would have made it look more mainstreamy, even if it wasn't. I'll give them credit; they didn't even try to hide the fact it was an indie movie. Like it's filmed with lesser cameras and shit.
Did you see the trailer for The Kings of Summer?
Mm-mm.
That indie movie out of Sundance? Looks
Mm,
phenomenal.
yeah, I think of two little kids.
Yeah, the kids who run away from home for the summer, like
Yeah.
camp, yeah, it's like Camp Nowhere, but for adults, like a grown-up version.
Oh, I don't know then if because it didn't. I'm not a huge fan of two little kids like running around like the real life boring parts.
What?
Coming of age tales with like 6-year-olds playing in the woods.
No, these are like adult. These are like 16, 17-year-olds. It's an R-rated comedy.
Is it out yet?
No, and you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. I saw a preview a while ago at an indie movie. I thought it was for that. I'll have to look it up.
Are you sure you didn't see Mud?
No, no. It reminded me of Son of Rambo. If you've ever heard of that.
No.
Oh, it was
No,
like,
this is like a really. This looks like a really good coming of age movie. Like it looks like Stand by Me in the Woods, a comedy.
oh, all right. I'll have to. You know the reason I love Stand by Me is when they tell Kiefer Sutherland they're gonna shoot him. Like that movie that brought it from like a B to like an A plus. That's one of my favorite parts in any movie. When he looks Kiefer Sutherland in the eyes and he's like, I'm gonna shoot you right in the face, and Kiefer doesn't believe him, and then he's like, what? You know the part I'm talking about?
Of course I do.
You love that part, don't you?
I love movies. I love coming of age movies, so it's a great part. But I would never say it makes the movie for me.
No, he goes, "What are you gonna do? Shoot all of us?" He's like, "No." He's like, "Just you, Ace." He looks him in the eyes and then he leaves. That was a powerful part in the movie, though, if you remember. That was like where he becomes a man. You remember that part?
Of course, I remember the part. I like I said, I like the movie up until then. Like it didn't go from being like a terrible movie to a good movie just because of that.
Nah, I did like it till then too, I guess. Yeah, that's the part that stands out.
Jackass. Anyway, anything else we can?
No, what am I? I'll check out Kings of Summer. It's tough to do chilling. Like Dazed and Confused, I guess, is kind of what I'm talking about too. Like I like that movie. I don't really love it.
I think it's one of the most overrated movies of all time.
Yeah, I mean, for what it was, it's
it's borderline unwatchable to me.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it anything. Like, it should just be a good job. Like, you did a good job.
I only say that because there's word on the street that he's shooting a sequel this fall.
Oh, well, I know some people.
And people are like super excited. They're like, can't wait. I'm like, what? It's a fucking stupid movie.
Yeah. Well, I'll check. Why'd you bring up that one movie out of curiosity, though?
Kings of Summer. I'm excited for it. He looks awesome.
When's it come out, though?
This summer.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you were mentioning like super small comedies, low budget indie comedies like Spring Breakers and shit, and Bling.
Oh no, Spring Breakers. Oh, Spring Breakers is not a comedy. Spring Breakers is a serious movie.
You were mentioning small movies, and it reminded me of that.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I'm not trying to be big. Just I don't want people. Spring Breakers, you'll be very disappointed if you expect the comedy. That's a phenomenal ass movie, by the way. That was
I haven't seen it.
Franco is one of my favorite actors this year. Actually, with Oz and Spring Breakers were like two of the best movies I saw for a while. They were both like Franco until now, of course. Fast 6. Other big movie news, I will have to mention some Marvel, but this is interesting.
It's not, but go on.
No, Fox and Avengers 2 are battling over Quicksilver now. Fox has basically heard Whedon was gonna do it, so now they want him. Like the minute Whedon announced Quicksilver was gonna be in Avengers 2, all of a sudden Fox was casting Quicksilver for their X-Men Days of Future Past. So I definitely problems are starting to emerge in the Marvel universe. That coupled with, I heard comments that the cast of the Avengers are honestly not happy with Downey Jr.'s pay, and like I knew that shit was gonna start. This is one case where I'm upset because sitting on my couch at home, I knew that the greed of the cast would be a problem once they started doling out these mammoth checks. Somehow Marvel did not think about it.
No, nobody gets money. The checks aren't that big. They're average. It's the Downey Jr.'s contract it's one of the biggest contracts in Hollywood history.
Well, I'd also heard Scarlett Johansson made $20 million for Avengers 2, which obviously, from what I'm hearing now, can't be true.
No, it's not true. I've heard that's not true.
Yeah, so that must have been it came out right after the Avengers. So
no, she got something like everybody else did, like 4 or 5.
No, they said they were gonna give her that for Avengers 2.
Oh, okay, no.
How based on Scarlett saying, like she doesn't care about coming back, like I don't know if it's about money. And Chris Hemsworth made comments like, "You think I want to eat egg whites?" He's like, "I don't need to be Thor." Like. People are starting to sound upset with the role. And Hugo Weaving, this one really pisses me off. Basically said,
"I don't do it. This is irrelevant to me."
No, this is pretty. Dude, we're talking about one of the biggest franchises in history, aren't we?
No, we're talking about douchebag actors who think they're bigger than the roles, but they're not. They're playing hard to get. That's all they're doing, so they get paid more money. That's all.
Yeah, but it's disheartening. I'm just sensing problems, and because
if you were working on a movie where someone got paid $100 million and you got paid $5 million, wouldn't that piss you off?
Yeah, that's why Marvel's the pay is screwed up. And here's the interesting part: I'm starting to hear that they don't do ball with the actors. Like that's why Terrence Howard was kicked out. That's why Edward Norton was kicked out. Like,
yeah, I heard like if you ask for more money, they'll just fire you.
Yeah, like they're starting to worry. Some things are starting to worry me on the Marvel rise.
There's nothing to worry about whatsoever.
I do believe Disney will pay whatever.
Yeah, dude, we're talking about the smartest fucking producers of all time. Next.
But I do want to say I think it's a little selfish on me. I do think actors owe a little bit to their fans. Like Chris Hemsworth and Scarlett Johansson, are you guys really gonna find?
No, Scarlett Johansson is a star. Chris Hemsworth, Thor made him. He is.
I would call Scarlett a star until she's a star with her own movie. Like this is Scarlett Johansson's movie. Who cares who else is in it? Like Mud. I hear Matthew McConaughey. I'm like, oh, that movie might be pretty good. I don't know if I'll hear Scarlett and be like, yeah, I trust that movie.
She's a star. No, but I'm saying she's a star compared to Chris Hemsworth.
What movie was she a star in, though?
No, but I'm saying it doesn't matter. Like she's it doesn't matter. It has to do with the branding of her. She's hot. She's a Hollywood star. You know what I mean? Starlet.
I don't know if that translates to paycheck.
Unless it does.
Unless you can prove you got the draw. Because, like, what are some of her best reviewed movies? Tiny Woody Allen ones?
Yeah, and, like, Lost in Translation. Like, not big movies.
Yeah, that's why you can be the best actress in Hollywood and be the lowest paid.
I'm not saying anything in regards to Scarlett Johansson. I'm saying Chris Hemsworth is not a star.
Yeah, all right. Then we could just use him. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I agree with you on that. Like, he's got to watch his fucking tongue. Like,
I think they both because I don't know.
No, what I'm saying, Scarlett Johansson could leave Avengers and have a successful career. Chris Hemsworth, could not.
I think Chris Hemsworth could, but it's not going to be.
I don't know. I've seen some of the other movies he was in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or I've seen some of the choices he's making since Avengers, and it seems kind of weird.
What other one? Red Dawn sucked, but
But
besides,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
but that that was made years ago.
and what else? That fucking
Oh,
stupid, that's mad lame fucking Ron
Cabin.
Howard movie,
Oh,
Rush.
oh, I agree. That sucks. I hate Ron Howard though. That's wait a minute.
What? You don't hate Ron Howard.
But I don't hate him. I'm not a huge fan.
You're just mad because fucking oh, Delicate Mind or whatever that fucking movie is.
Fine.
Yeah, won an Oscar. You're like an infant. You just
It
ignore.
made me remember that he's never really made it like a fantastic movie. Like, has he?
What, Ron Howard?
Yeah,
Apollo 13 is a fantastic movie. It's a masterpiece.
it's okay.
No, it is absolutely fantastic movie.
I definitely prefer Sunshine.
Ugh, next.
No, this part's important. You'll appreciate this though.
I won't, but go on.
About Hugo Weaving. Hugo Weaving is saying he's basically too good for Captain America. Like literally, I'm not even being a like. He said something along the lines of like, "I'd rather not do projects like these." And this is the guy who was in every Star Wars and every Matrix.
Every Lord of the Rings,
Yeah,
not Star Wars.
yeah. He's basically saying Captain America's too juvenile for him. He doesn't want to come back. Like, what a douchebag! That's I couldn't believe.
I don't understand. I think those words are twisted.
Yeah, I saw the quote by him, and it was definitely more blunt than you think. Like he, he did say something. I wish I had it in front of me, but it's something like he doesn't feel like doing these kinds of movies. Like that's not why he became an actor.
That's what I'm saying. That's fine. You always think there's something
That's
wrong
fine
with
if it wasn't Hugo Weaving.
Yeah, no. I agree. If like Ryan Gosling said that, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, yeah, and Ryan Gosling's not even that dickheaded. When he was talking about Drive, he's like, "This is my superhero movie."
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, he's such a ball like that. But that's what I'm saying. I'm sure he's been offered superhero movies and said no.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure he's just like the type of dude who's not interested in stuff like that, which is fine. But
yeah, Hugo just seemed like.
But I'm saying like if all of a sudden Christian Bale was like, I don't do movies like fucking like superhero movies, I'd be like, fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
Be like, you're a great actor. That doesn't mean dick. You made yourself famous from Batman.
Yeah, Hugo's literally famous for only like he would not be famous outside of the Matrix, Star Wars, and Lord of the Rings.
He wasn't in Star Wars.
I'm pretty like I might be adding that, but I almost think
he's not in Star Wars, dude.
Does he not have a bit part? I almost want to say I could be wrong.
No, he doesn't.
All right, yeah.
He was the voice of Transformers, I think is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what the mistake you're making.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, that's inexcusable. But yeah, so that'll be. I think that'll be an interesting case as things develop, though.
Next, don't care.
What's wrong? Well, I'm just checking. He's not on Star Wars. Yeah.
I told you. Next.
All right. So, wait. Something
How
else.
dare you? More Marvel news. Bullshit.
Every week. Oh yeah, they're doing a Time Cop remake. Have you heard about that?
No.
Yeah.
It's like the most unnecessary thing ever.
Yo, but the only thing that made me realize is that's a movie I hear about from time to time. Like people at work or something will be like, "Yo, have you heard
Time
of-"
Cop's an awesome movie.
Yeah,
It's a great movie.
Yeah, so I'm just happy it's getting some kind of recognition.
Like maybe someone will go back and check it out, the original.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those movies that you watch again and it's bad. Like you watch, like I haven't seen it in like 5, 6 years, so I feel like it's one of those movies you go back and watch. Oh, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah, but I know it's got the idea of a guy machine guns when they don't exist. That idea is kind of cool, which they don't do very much. I got. But in the beginning, I always remember the Confederate guy saying he's got gold and then busting out a machine gun, shooting everyone. I hope if they remake it, they deal with that more. Like I'd love to see guns.
It would have been like a great TV show or something.
Yeah, as long as they don't CSI, they would CSI.
Yeah.
Be like a case of the week.
Like Hannibal is a case of the week show, but it does it well.
Yeah, and they kind of changed the form because it's like a mix of that and mythology every episode.
Yeah.
I was very happy to see like the girl become more important throughout all the episodes of Hobbs.
Do you know that? Have you seen the last episode?
Yeah.
So you know, spoilers.
I know.
Oh, you know that she's involved?
Yeah. She finally
okay.
admitted it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, "We're your fathers now." Me and Will.
Yeah.
That's the meaning. I know she's gonna get killed.
Hannibal's like legitimately a haunting character.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people say that about a lot of characters, but he's fucking crazy because he's so likable, but at the same time he like eats people.
Yeah, and that's why I love when the girl, the one psychologist, she's like, even if I don't believe that girl, I have no reason to doubt Hannibal's word.
Yeah, yeah.
Shocked to hear it.
No, what's crazy is they just have the camera on Mads, and like he says stuff just with his face.
Yeah, and
like his face doesn't move. His eyes, he doesn't smile. He like smiles with his eyes or something. You know what I mean? Like, and he's never shaken ever. Like there was one time when he was killing Tobias that he was a little stressed out. But other than that, like he has no facial gestures at all. But he's saying stuff with his face.
Yeah, because the way he acts when Will walks in the room. You could see like he's happy, but he doesn't do anything to portray that.
Yeah, it's almost an exercise in you knowing something about the character and projecting it on someone's facial expressions. You know what I mean? Like, but the thing is it also has to do with his performance too.
Yeah, it is. There's some episodes where I'm like, I'm honestly find it disturbing. Though.
Yeah, no, I know, dude. It's a great show. Like
like he feels like an evil in the room. Like every time people are eating too, he's feeding them people.
Yeah, like like people are like, this is good, and it's like some dude's lung.
It's so fun. And if you look at the way he tips the wine, he's truly enjoying his meal.
Yeah, like every movement when he's cooking and serving is it's like a fucking intricate thing. Like every movement's planned out.
Yeah, it's like an artist with the food. Oh,
news story next.
I think it's a pretty low news week.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, one more?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I think it's a little jump in the gun, but Red 3 has already been greenlit without
that piss. I got nothing to say about that besides the Red movies are terrible. My number one.
Yeah.
Actually, you go first. What's the number one?
Game of Thrones, and I hear it's actually been argued that they argue like some of the cast wants movies. They don't know how they're gonna end it, but one thing I'll say is Game of Thrones movie would promise the battle scenes the series might never be able to fully deliver.
I don't have that on my list because I think the show is just so masterful in long form that I never want to see a 2-hour version ever.
But what I'm thinking is...
It's just so fucking good, like, every moment.
I agree, but what about when we get to... I do want a final battle no matter what. If there's 10 seasons, I want to see what
But the
happens.
thing is, they'll do that, dude. They got the money.
Yeah, but I wanted Lord of the Rings style mammoth.
Yeah.
It deserves to be mammoth.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Like, how are they going to afford to have white zombies, dragons, like 5 armies, like fighting on it? I don't know how they're good. I don't know if they can do that.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I'm such a fan that I don't know. I just long form is the way I want it.
I'm almost talking about like almost a companion piece.
Like, oh, you're saying like they do the first half of the episode on the show, and then the final is like the battle and.
Yeah, like because this was my thinking would be if the movie was just an action movie, then non-fans could show up, like it, and probably think there's no plot. But people that watch the show, it's like the deepest plot like ever. They could go see the grand finale in the theater. And non-fans would go see it, not really know who people are, but be like, wow.
You have, dude, oh man, you have, there's, I don't know, I wish there was like an app that I could have open, because I have it, because I watch it on HBO Go.
Yeah.
And it has those interactive features I told you about.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta figure something out. It makes the show 1,000 times better.
All right, I do understand it now because I rewatched.
No, I'm saying it's not about understanding it. It's about getting the full impact. Like, really, like, you don't understand the lore, how deep it goes. It's scary how deep it goes.
What do you mean?
How much lore is out there. Like, how everything they show in everything they show in the television show has, like, a backstory. And, like, lore and, like, something, like, involved with it.
Like every like house and statue.
Every house has a past. Like every location has an important event.
Are these
like,
all taken from the book?
Taken from the book, taken from online sources, from the writers. The writer. It's crazy.
Man, so what app is this?
It's while I'm watching the show. All right, they have it in the side corner. Like whenever something happens in the show. Like, whenever something's mentioned, they have, like, a encyclopedia thing comes up and shows you, like, a map of what location, explains the house.
This is on your TV.
Yeah. Or on my computer.
Oh, it is on your computer.
Yeah.
So is it something you can put on your Kindle?
No.
The Avengers Blu-ray.
I think they should just... It's like a Blu-ray feature is what it's like.
But I mean, the Avengers Blu-ray did it so that basically on your Kindle, it plays the bonus features while you're watching the movie.
That's hot.
They sync it up.
That's fucking dope as fuck.
Yeah, that's... Because I was going to say, you must do that on Game of Thrones second time you've seen it, or else it would kind of ruin the episode.
No, this is shameful. What I do is I watch it through once, and I watch it through again with the fucking extra features.
Yeah, no, it's worth it, because even twice in a row, you pick shit up.
Yeah, dude, it's I don't know. I don't want to get too much.
There's nothing more demeaning than when I watched all 24 again, and, like, I already didn't get something.
Like, there's still more you didn't get.
Yeah! Like, the dagger. I was like, no way. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, dude. It's just obsidian, so when he stabs fucking the white monsters... They disintegrate. They die. Anyway, my number one is American Horror Story Asylum, which I think is
Asylum.
The second one. Well, not Asylum. I'm saying in that universe, basically, but more like the second season than the first.
Oh, all right, but a different story.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay.
So American Horror Story, basically.
Yeah. No, that could be a great horror film series, and really what the genre needs, because
it's American Horror Story with the exception of Game of Thrones. I don't know. On its own, like one season is probably my favorite show of the past 10 years. I don't know for sure. Game of Thrones is better, but like I said, I watched Asylum straight through, and like I enjoyed, like moment to moment, I enjoyed every minute of it.
Oh yeah, like Game of Thrones. I think is honestly, it's when it's all said and done, it's gonna be a masterpiece. But right now, it can't compete with Horror Story because
But you know what I mean? Asylum, it's just perfect. It's just
Yeah.
in where it goes. Like I always say, it's the only show that's like Aliens is like you don't mention it when you're talking about the show.
yeah, and it even came back. The finale was so excellent.
Like it just wrapped everything up so perfectly. I don't know.
I saw the critic awards and like 7 or 8 of the cast are nominated. Like it's unfortunately it's tied with Big Bang for awards. The most.
Oh.
Yeah. But this is how I justify it. Comedy's up against other comedies, like shitty comedy. Big Bang might be the best of the worst.
Yeah.
Horror Story is competing with the honest, with like the true artists and the good shows.
No, because it was just like such a more than anything, like Game of Thrones is a great show. Like it's a masterpiece already.
Yeah.
But the thing is, there's other fantasy shows like that. Not like it, but I'm saying there's other fantasy shows, and I've never seen anything like Asylum before, ever. A show that's just so crazy that it's so insane but grounded in reality, and they pull it off.
Yeah, grounded in reality, slow motion, non-stop surprises.
Non-stop surprises, but you don't roll your eyes at them. You know what I mean? Like it's not like stupid.
No, they were dude. When he cut off that chick's legs, I was like, "Damn,
Yeah,
that's fucked up."
I was like, niggle. It's fucked up.
The angel with the wings, I thought was like the dopest.
It's a crazy show, and it's a perfect show, and I hope that once they do a couple more seasons, they serialize it into like every couple of years, because it could be a great thing where like a great $10 million movie, they go out and do like a $20 movie, and they release one every couple of years.
Yeah, and when you see the label American Horror Story, you're like, oh,
it's like a brand. Like this is gonna be fucking dope.
Yeah, they only let good actors in it and stuff, like kind of like the show. They don't, it's not gonna be the teenage cast.
Yeah, like it's gonna be a fucking. It's just adult horror, like Hannibal. Like you were saying, like horror's back. And the thing was, I don't ever think horror was here in the first place. I know. You know what I mean? Like I don't even think it ever existed in a respectable way. And I think for once in my entire life, I'm like happy to watch horror, content.
But the funny thing is, it is on the small screen where it never existed. Truly.
Yeah. The place where it's actually good for the first time. Like I just watched Psycho because you were talking about it.
Oh yeah.
And that's a great movie. You know what I mean? But it's like, why do I have to watch a movie with no blood from like the 60s to watch a good horror movie?
Yeah, no,
or like I have to watch some fucking weird French movie.
Yeah.
To fucking get some good shit, horror shit,
And then and Horror Story did it like effortlessly. I thought.
Oh, so like
in episodes.
Yeah.
Like that made me wonder how it's possible that so many horror movies are so bad.
So fucking bad.
Their ideas weren't even 100% original per se, but it was just the application made a completely original show.
It was like taking all of American horror tropes and just executing it in the best way I've ever seen.
Yeah, like I don't know if you were shocked when Spock put on the mask the first time. When he put on the mask.
Oh, I was blown away. I didn't see it coming at all.
That was
It's another thing. I wasn't pissed off about it, and I didn't feel cheated.
No, and I even felt bad for the girl. I was like, damn, I was like, this show is twisted.
Yeah, dude, it's such a fucking rad show. Oh my god. It's one of those things where I want to go back in time. Like, I want to Men in Black 2 myself, and then watch it again.
Seriously. I wish they would link it with Walking Dead so other people would see it right next to it.
Or, like, the people who make The Walking Dead would watch it and be like, oh, so this is how you make a good show.
Yeah.
Not the fucking pile of shit that we make.
It might. It would. I don't know. It might influence him because it's getting pretty famous. And I think if it aired with Walking Dead, it would be just as popular.
Because I don't want to. Bates Motel was great too. Like I don't want to leave that. It's a great. That's a really good show as well.
Bates Motel is the highest rated show ever on A&E.
Are you caught up?
Yeah, I finished it.
Oh, dude, when he fucking leaves that chick in the room, did you see that, Colin?
Only when he blacked out, I knew. So only like 2 minutes before it happened.
Oh, I didn't. I had no idea.
Oh, when he blacks out, because he's like, he looks at her angry, and then he's running through the rain.
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all.
Oh yeah, that
totally. And she was dead. I was like,
yeah, that was to me.
You know what I mean by that show, though? It seems like it doesn't exist in a place or a time. Like it's totally like.
Yeah, I think that was kind of on purpose.
Like, yeah, no, exactly.
This weird Oregon, like, yeah, it's a weird town.
Very Twin Peaks-ish. I don't know.
Because I wonder if they tried to maintain modern times and the old Psycho times the movie was made in. So they made like this weird timeless place.
All right. Speaking of timeless place, I'll go right to this segues nicely into my horror pick, which is Jacob's Ladder.
All right.
Netflix pick.
Wow, is that on Netflix or?
No, it's not a Netflix movie. I'm just breaking the law because I just watched it today.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool. So yeah, now, did you originally dislike that movie?
I did.
I saw, yeah.
Well, the thing is, I saw it when I was like 11, and it scared the fuck out of me and made me uncomfortable.
Oh, I could see that.
Yeah. So, and I was too young to understand its merits, but it's a scary fucking movie.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. I mean, I love that movie.
And it's so scary. Fucking, and again, it's fresh, it's different. No, I feel like no one's seen it. It's
what got me the second time what got me the second time was how obvious the twist is.
Yeah, like when I watched it now, I was like, oh, yeah, obviously he's dead.
Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna say it on the show, but yeah, no, I know. Because they show right in the beginning them dragging him through the woods.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a movie where it never occurs to you the first time, but only the second time it's always obvious. Or are there actually a lot of people that see it and are like, I know what's going to happen?
I thought that everybody knew that already.
Well, like people assume it.
Yeah, like because what happens is people are like, oh, we should watch Jacob's Ladder. They go Google it quick online and then they get spoiled.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, that's definitely possible.
But the point is, it's that reveal. I don't know. I think it's still amazing, regardless of knowing whether or not like the twist at the end. I think that's what makes it so good. It's such a moody, atmospheric movie.
Yeah.
So I watched it knowing the twist already, and it was awesome.
Yeah, no, I would still like it with the twist, because there's still a lot to, like, ponder during it. But, like, it's, like, the girl with the tail and shit.
Yeah, plus, it's fucking I just want more movies like it that are like psychological horror movies. I fucking love those where you don't know what's real, you don't know what's fake. Like it's like a Lynch movie. It's like a mainstream Lynch movie almost.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's totally. Yeah, I would definitely compare it to Lynch. I would say in some ways Danny Boyle's.
Speaking of that, where the fuck is Lynch's next movie? It's been like 15 years.
Does he even plan on making one?
I don't fucking know.
I think he lost his mind a little.
I'm telling you, dude. Once digital came out and his cost got cut, there's too much freedom.
That might be the problem, because Inland Empire, if that was his last movie, he seems like he's not really making them anymore. I don't know.
Inland Empire was what, 2004?
This is a while. Yeah.
2006, that's what it says, 2006. So he started making in 2005, so it's been almost 10 years.
Wow. I bet he's finding it hard in today's times to get a movie like in the theaters. I don't know. Yeah, well, yeah, but he shouldn't aim for the theater, and clearly he doesn't. I don't know.
No, he's got a fucking following, dude.
They need to give him something half mainstream. That's what they need to do. Something like Inception, maybe a little less.
Apparently, he's been doing video shorts.
Yeah, see that shit's annoying to me. Like
Crazy clown time.
I'm sure it's. Dude, I watched his rabbits thing. It's hard to watch.
What's their art? They're art pieces. They're not narrative movies.
But I've heard, there's some deep explanations for him, but yeah.
I don't want to fucking.
I don't really. It's like an hour long if you watch it straight. And the whole time they don't talk in complete sentences. There was one part that scared the shit out of me just because they're talking the whole time. And then it booms so loud and turns red. That part's in Empire. But in an hour long thing that's quiet the whole time, that part was scary as shit. But still, Lynch should be doing something legit. He's another Gualamir, man.
No, don't. No.
Del Toro's always like getting involved in shit he can't do. Like, have you heard any more on his HBO series?
Who? Gilmore? Gilmore?
Yeah. He was supposed to be adapting a new Japanese manga for HBO.
Oh, I did hear that.
And I think he better follow through on that. Or follow through with that. Do something.
What about, his video game got canceled too. Poor bastard.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because, the publisher got shut down. His product, I think he was owned by, I think his product, his intellectual property was called Insane, and it was by and it was being published by THQ, and they dropped him because it was such a risky project. So now I think he's shopping it around, but I don't think it'll ever get made.
Jesus, he can't even get a video game made?
No.
That's so messed up. And he couldn't make his one movie because of Prometheus. He's like eternally cursed.
Yeah, he's like a Terry Gilliam.
Yeah, and I just remembered he forgot Pan's Labyrinth's his detailed notes in the cab. And he would have never made the movie if the cab driver didn't find him and give it back. Like, he's been plagued with bad luck. We'll see what happens. Pacific Rim comes out and makes like $5 million. I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. I'll personally make sure that movie does well. Like, I'll run through the streets of New York begging people to see it.
You might have to, considering no one's heard of it.
Yeah, no.
Weird. Why did I see a preview for Machete 2?
And the biggest thing is Pacific Rim has a big price tag. Like, it's one of those $250 million movies.
Yeah, but honestly, welcome to the summer. That's like,
no, but I'm saying it has a lot of catch. It's not like it's District 9 or whatever, or like Elysium or whatever. You know what I mean? It's not one of these like mid-tier.
No, but I would only say that's only more reason to get the word out. Like, Lone Ranger, that must have cost fucking, I'd say almost 3. And I could tell it was wasted, but they're fucking.
Oh, dude, this is dope.
Huh?
Del Toro's talking about a possible crossover if Pacific Rim and Godzilla movies do well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm looking for the budget. I didn't really see it. But...
Of Pacific Rim?
Yeah.
So it's $150 million.
Oh, that is a lot for him. I think he's like the guy that made District 12, though, and he gets way more than he paid.
No, he's the type of guy who is just so good at special effects that
Yeah,
I think his special effects houses give him breaks.
yeah, because Hellboy 2 was something like 70 million. It was like non-stop special.
I think he uses like a weird his puppet special effects house. I think is some weird like Mexican place, and
Yeah.
then I think it's like District 9 where he goes through places that gives him breaks or something like that. Like they're like best buddies. I don't know.
It's gotta be something. It's gotta be something like that to keep the prices down. If this was Michael Bay, it would be
I guess
possibly.
he's using ELM for the special effects for this movie. That's kind of annoying.
No, he's kind of risky. He didn't pick any big names. I don't know. That was kind of a risk.
It's ballsy. That might be the reason that the price is so low.
Yeah, but why? I don't know. Again, like the Fast franchise was smart to pick low key people but make them famous. They like, I swear they just bypassed the fact they weren't famous and pretended they were, and it
Idris
worked.
Elba's is kind of a star. All these people are kind of stars.
Kinda.
Like Charlie Hunnam is like a famous person in some circles. Like I was posting the
Charlie Hunnam.
yeah, like I was pasting the trailer on my Facebook, and people were like, "Why is Charlie in that movie?" Blah blah blah. Because he's in Sons of Anarchy. Like he's a famous Sons of Anarchy person.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Ron Perlman, Idris Elba's famous. The Japanese chick or whatever, she's in some shit.
this is a low level fame.
Yeah. Anyway, what's your number? What's your
But I would just because I think Oblivion was boosted by Cruise. Like,
what's your DVD?
my DVD. Well, I'm just gonna go with the best DVD I think I've seen since this year started is Side Effects. I love that movie.
Do you?
What,
Should I watch it?
Yeah, that was probably Soderbergh if he did Traffic. Right. That might be my second favorite Soderbergh movie then. Traffic probably always be my number one from him, but yeah, Side Effects. That was a movie. It's good to know absolutely nothing. Kind of like me, I knew nothing other than she took depression pills. That movie was just I really loved it. By the time the movie was over, I was like, holy! I was like, that was awesome. That was, and I'm officially 100% changed my opinion on Bruno and Mara. It was just Freddy was a horrible movie. I guess it was a case of actress was in bad material. So
I do what I always say, man. You can Chris Evans in Fantastic.
oh, she was horrible in Freddy.
I've never seen it.
But I mean, the movie was
No, but I'm saying Chris Evans in as the Human Torch, and then in the same year he was in Sunshine. I always say that as like a director can do wonders.
That's the best one because I didn't even recognize him.
Yeah, no, you don't even know it's and his acting is so powerful. I was like, yeah, it's the Human Torch. You're like, no way, dude. I was like, yeah, bro. It's crazy that directors and the material have so much to do with how good a performance is.
Yeah, that is shocking. But I wouldn't have thought that 10 years ago. But
How do I see Side Effects?
Isn't it out on DVD? It must be on the cusp, or it just came out. I thought it was on Amazon too, but yeah, she's excellent. Jude Law is really good, and yeah, it's, like people compare.
Oh, it's on Amazon Instant Video. Maybe I'll rent it.
Critics compare it to Hitchcock, but I think it's better than Hitchcock. 'Cause I don't think
you've seen 2 Hitchcock movies in your whole life.
Yeah, and they were.
That's when you gotta get the Criterion Collection, bro.
But I like Side Effects better than Psycho the movie. I actually like Bates Motel better than Psycho the movie. I don't know if that's
Psycho's a really good. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm really not, because Psycho is boring in a lot of parts. It's got pacing issues.
I watched that and the remake together. So, so like, I can take it.
Psycho was surprisingly good, though. You gotta admit.
Yeah, and I remember
It up to me. The actor was really good in it.
The problem is, like, people say the birds is like terrifying. When I was a little kid,
Jaws is terrifying.
Yeah, but
Jaws is not scary, bro.
I could see why you'd be afraid to go in the water, though. That's the only thing. Like, versus getting in, like, the shower. So I wouldn't be that scared. But getting in the water, especially back then, people really believed, like, a shark was going to get them.
No. But I'm saying maybe that's true, but that you can't retroactively talk like that. You know what I mean? It's got to stand up when it stands up.
I'm not the hugest Jaws fan, honestly. I think it's kind of slow.
I mean, I think it's a perfect movie, but I'm just saying it's not scary.
Why? Is Hitchcock that good?
I'm going to be watching some Hitchcock movies, all right, and I'll get back to you. I'm not sure. I've seen very few Hitchcock movies. I haven't even seen Vertigo, which is considered his best.
Neither have I. So you haven't seen really any either, then?
I have no opinion on it. All I've seen is Psycho, and that it was good. So,
but doesn't the idea of like that one of his thrillers from the '60s being better than 28 Days Later sound like weird?
But that no one's saying that.
He's considered like the best master of thrillers like ever. Is he?
Again, I don't know. He is considered, like, Spielberg's considered the person who mastered the Hollywood movie.
Yeah.
And he's considered the one who mastered, like, the thriller.
I think Hitchcock is cool himself because I heard he was like kind of a crazy guy.
Like a motherfucking pimp.
Yeah, like you would like fall in love with his lead actresses.
Yeah, he was a badass motherfucker.
Yeah. So I like him. I got nothing against Hitchcock.
No, but I'm saying, like I said, I haven't seen enough Hitchcock movies to really know.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't know. I think Spielberg's considered the Hollywood, Hitchcock, the thriller, and there was another one.
Lucas Fantasy.
No. Oh, come on, dude. Lucas has made like one good movie in his whole life.
Yeah, no. Maybe it was Kubrick or Opal for gangsters.
I don't know. No, it was more broad than that. It was recent.
It must have been Scorsese then.
I don't know.
Yeah, but definitely check out Side Effects. I wonder if that did well. Let's see.
All right, everyone. Thanks for listening. I hope you'll go to podcastfreemovie.com and check out our written content. We got some videos up there that are pretty fucking cool. And thanks for listening, and see you next time.